Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Yeah, it's going great. Life is good. About ready to finish off this year on a high note. And yeah, I'm not going to mention what I mentioned off air, but something tomorrow really good is going to happen. So I don't think if I could be much better.
Darkcon is a Tinder date. I'm kidding. Anyway, I also woke up at 7. I woke up at 7:30 in the morning, thinking it was a fucking Monday.
No. You're wrong. I have a grinder date. I'm joking.
Oh Jesus! But yeah, I woke up at 7:30 this morning, thinking it was a Monday, and I said, "Fuck it, it doesn't matter." And then I realized, oh wait, it's a Saturday, and I've been feeling a little joke. I've been feeling like an idiot for that. But anyway, it's good to be on Loudmouth's program. It's been a minute.
While we're doing the stream, is we are doing it to do a reaction stream to a PSA Stitch stream where he had everyone's least favorite conservative on, and he made a complete ass of himself. I haven't watched the entire stream, so this is going to be my live reactions to it. I only saw a couple of clips of it that Crown T posted on his Twitter feed, and they were funny as all hell. So I'm like, okay, we got to do a reaction to the entire stream. This will be funny.
But did it say that it was like 4 hours or something like that?
We're not going to do the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
We'd have to be crazy to do the whole thing.
Yeah,
it'd be one of those.
I'm not that committed to
sadomasochism.
Yes.
It'd have to be one of those.
I am always up for laughing at that lying goldfish IQ dipshit.
Troll-faced ball sack.
Oh, pretty much, yeah.
I didn't need that visual, but okay.
Well, he does genuinely look like the fucking cave troll from Lord of the Rings.
I mean,
you're not fucking God.
You're not wrong. Like
he looks like if the cave troll from Lord of the Rings grew a bunch of offensive body hair and then gained about 800 pounds.
Oh dear God!
Getting about 800 pounds and grew a bunch of offensive, not just any body hair, but offensive body hair.
Yes, and lost a few hundred IQ points.
That sounds like something no bullshit's more than capable of accomplishing.
All right, let's take a look. And everyone hang on to your IQs. We're about to enter the scummy, diseased mind of the dumbest man on YouTube.
It's about to get retarded.
Let's get retarded. Let's get retarded in here.
I second that motion, Loudmouth. I second that motion.
Let's get retarded in here.
All right.
Hey now, it's your boy PSA Stitch here with another Sunday live stream. That's right, we just had one. Now we're gonna have two. With again, I can't believe it. He's still here. I can't believe he's still here. Adam Friend. And special guest, no BS. Also no.
Thanks for having me on. Doing great. Excited about this show. Looking forward to talking to everyone.
So, I guess we'll just jump immediately right into it. I don't know if you saw, we had a stream 4 weeks ago. I don't know. We had a stream in the past where we had one species on, who I know you're a big fan of.
You got one species on your show?
We got one.
Were you able to pull that off? Yes. Holy crap, I've had my producers try to contact these people for a really long time. You guys are blessed. This is a good show. I'm excited.
So apparently Brooks has producers.
Oh shit!
Sadly,
I think
sadly Brooks is capable of producing.
Oh shit! I think that's the people that like make the videos for him. Like they just write the scripts for him, and he just reads right off of them, and then they just edit it all together, and he gets all the credit for it.
I guess I figured that he would have producers because there'd be no way he would be intelligent enough to edit a video on his own.
Also Darkcon, that's a bold assumption of you to think that he's capable of reading.
Oh.
Yes.
No,
Okay,
no.
that may have been
Yeah,
cruel, but it's worth it.
Yes,
you're
Red,
right.
Red Feather says in the chat, we're going after some low IQ, low hanging fruit. Oh, yes, we are, because we are very terrible people that way.
Not well hung. No. She says not well hung fruit.
God damn
Oh
it.
God.
Low. There's a difference between low hanging and not well hung.
God damn it.
Good one, Red.
Okay, let's
Red Feather goes thug life on no bullshit.
talk like on the bullshit. Okay, let's go on. This is awesome.
I feel like I'm in a privileged space. Go on.
So we had one species on our stream. He made some very strong accusations against you, saying that you were, I don't remember the exact word, saying that you were basically alt-right or alt-right sympathetic, that you were kind of hiding some of your political intentions,
Pause.
sort of using your videos as kind of like a platform.
Pause.
Yeah, where did anyone get that idea? It couldn't be all the times he praised Richard Spencer on his channel as a genuine smart person. It can't be the fact that one time he said that the reason why most characters 50 years ago were all white is just because we're better at everything.
Let's not forget that he literally denied the Holocaust or was down.
And I was going to get to that, yes. It can't be the fact that numerous times he has denied the Holocaust. I remember that post. Someone was responding to the fact that the Nazi regime killed 20 million people. And he responds, whoa, buddy, you're about 19 million off.
It could possibly be because back in 2017, he had that drama with Andy Warski, Croton T, some black guy, and, other skeptics about the whole issue of race realism and was passionately defending the whole IQ thing and attacking them for it.
Yeah, the big irony is...
It couldn't possibly be because he's, implying cries and complaints about supposed white genocide. Or, excuse me, white genocide.
Okay, that
white, yeah.
Yeah, that just raped my ears, Darkcon. I'm going to literally have you become the new Harvey Weinstein.
I prefer Brett Kavanaugh, but okay. No, joking.
Oh, God.
Okay. Now, let's get going.
So, I guess to start off...
Oh my God, that sounds scary.
It does sound scary. So,
where does that rabbit hole lead? Are we going to Alice in Wonderland? Because that doesn't sound too scary. I'm down to take some drugs.
Well, it would be
He's down to take some drugs.
Yeah, he'd be eating those shrooms and be drinking that cocaine-laced tea.
That sounds pretty good right now. I'm kidding.
Maybe he just put that in there so that he knows if he says something stupid, maybe he can claim he was drunk.
I don't know.
Oh, my God.
Maybe. All right, let's go.
Alice in Wonderland if the Red Queen was Richard Spencer.
I don't think we can let them, he made an accusation here that it wasn't cool of us, that it wasn't a big get to get one species because it's difficult to get left-wingers to even talk to them. So I'm serious. I think you guys really did a real good job. I mean, you must have a high budget. How much did he cost?
Oh, no,
What's his appearance
it's
fee?
not a budget. I mean, seriously, you can't.
Wait.
Getting a lot of people on the left that can even talk to anybody outside of their echo chamber. Right. Yeah. So. No, and even though I know people were very triggered by the one species conversation, especially Adam, I think was the most triggered. I was triggered probably. I did enjoy it, and I'm happy that we had it. So, to get into it, I guess the first question I'll ask you is, how do you define yourself politically, and how do you define the alt-right and white nationalism?
I mean, I define myself as a samurai cop.
What?
What the hell?
What?
I'm sorry. Wait, what?
Oh my God.
Son of a bitch.
But he only has as much right to call himself samurai as Gabe the Fat Samurai.
Oh, for God. Oh.
I'm sorry, but if you are just that fat and dumb and everything. Yeah, I cannot. You don't get the right to call yourself something that badass.
Oh, but I mean, couldn't he have just said, I'm a conservative, right winger, pseudo nationalist? He can't even really define his own political ideology.
Wow.
That's how stupid he is. Like, if you asked me that question, I would have said, I'm pretty fairly libertarian, center right, atheist, yada, yada, yada. I could actually articulate what my viewpoints are.
Yep.
And his response is, I'm a samurai. That's like an answer a little kid would give. What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be Superman.
Oh, jeez. By the way, Red Feather says something in chat saying, Loudmouth, is there any way to turn up the no BS stream? And I kind of
I got it at the highest volume it'll go.
Oh, really?
Sorry.
Also,
are you guys having trouble hearing it?
just some slight trouble. And by the way, speaking of Superman, would you still call me Superman?
Oh, jeez.
That song is actually really good.
I'll call you Spider-Man beforehand because you were all like your friendly neighborhood S-man. What else is known as being friendly neighborhood Spider-Man?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
But anyway.
All right, let's keep going.
No. How do you define yourself politically?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's no secret I'm a pretty big conservative, Trump supporter, voted for Trump.
Magatard.
We're definitely going to vote for Trump again. But as far as that other stuff, I mean, I don't really think very much about the alt-right. I mean, you brought that one up, so I guess I would ask you, like you say I'm alt-right, I don't even know what that means.
No, I'm asking.
He never said you were alt-right, you moron. God damn it. He said, how would you define the alt-right?
Okay.
This is the one thing. This is what the one thing that would frustrate me when talking to this dipshit is you'll say something, right? And then he'll say something entirely different that you never said. And he'll be like, you said this. And it's like, no, I didn't. If it's just a simple like, oh, I said something similar, but that's not actually what I said. That's one thing. But he'll take something you never said or alluded to and act like you said that. And you do a combination of wanting to drink, facepalm, and head desk at the same time.
Well, he does it to deflect. He always does this. Whenever you ask him any tough questions, he'll try to deflect it back on you. He tries to put you on the defensive. He'll repeat some ad hominem insult that he'll throw at you. He'll start accusing you of stuff, of various random things that he can think of. But he'll do whatever he can to avoid answering any questions because he can't. He's too fucking stupid.
Okay, to Red Feather in the chat, nobody is trying to put you under the label of magatard or anything like that. I mean, there is a difference between a Trump supporter and a magatard. A magatard would be somebody who glorifies and practically never ever criticizes Trump.
Well, let me define what I believe a magatard is. Like there are some Trump supporters that have an IQ, and I think Red Feather has an IQ. Okay, she has an IQ and a pulse. Thus, she's better than 99% of all magatards. Okay, but the few that never ever criticize the guy, that can never even acknowledge one thing they may disagree with him on, who think that he is literally the most badly treated president. No president has ever been treated as poorly as I have. I've gone through so much, despite Kennedy getting shot in the back of the head.
I would say magnetard would be Bill Mitchell.
Yes.
The quintessential magnetard would definitely be Bill Mitchell.
People like Sargon of Akkad, Aircraft Sparky, and Brooks, no bullshit, Heatherling.
Yeah, the reason
I wouldn't call Sargon a magatard.
Well,
he definitely kisses Trump's ass way too much, but I wouldn't go quite that far.
Well, I can tell you a reason why no bullshit. The reason no bullshit never shows his face is because he eats Trump's ass so much that he cannot get himself cleaned up for a video in time.
Oh shit. But yeah, I guess that is
really creepy. He has a weird. He fetishishes Trump.
I guess that is a fair
It's
thing
weird.
to say about Sargon. I mean, Sargon might not verbally or vocally disagree with Trump as much, even though if we were to like ask him about his beliefs, he'll probably be all like, I disagree with Trump on this, on this, on this. But here's the thing. Sargon will never actively criticize Trump on those issues that he might secretly disagree with Trump on.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
So that is a problem with Sargon, but
yeah, that is a problem with Sargon. But when you say magatard, I would really just want to be someone who's like Trump could do no wrong whatsoever. A Bill Mitchell is what I would use that for. Term for.
Or Sean Hannity.
We're getting off topic. Let's get back to the
or Sean Hannity.
Yeah.
How do you define white nationalism?
Well, I'm asking you. I'm saying I don't know anyone that's all right. I don't.
answer the question, you asshole. You see what he did it again. All he does is deflect. He asks you a question, answer it, but he always will do that. Say, no, what was your opinion of that question? Like, he can't really think of an answer, so please think for me.
I also want to say that I do not know the entire story of this. All I am here is just for the laughs and to respond to.
We're just here for the laughs,
the
okay?
moment.
This isn't a serious stream, everyone. We're just trying to have a good time. We're just trying to laugh.
Exactly.
That's all this is for.
And so then to Adam Friended and PSA Sitch, they're the guys who like asked first, what would you define as alt-right or white nationalism?
Friended, I mean, will do everything he can to protect Brooks from himself. I guess with Friended, I kind of have a low opinion of the guy. I think he walks around with his lips puckered up, waiting to suck off anyone who has more subs than him.
Oh my God.
Oh, jeez.
Jesus.
I don't know either of these two guys that much, and I've watched a few videos of PSA Sitch more than Adam, and PSA Sitch is just a general centrist. I would say like one of them.
I like his some of his stuff. Yeah,
and no, he's not one of those spineless centrists like Dave Rubin or anyone else like that. He's a centrist with principles.
Yeah, like he's done videos attacking the left. He's also attacked Candace Owens a few times. I saw this one video after Candace Owens made her retarded statements that anyone who burns the flag should lose their American citizenship, and him going off on what a absolutely insanely stupid idea that would be. And it was a pretty good video.
Yep. Well, let's get on with the show.
All right, awesome.
Don't know very much about it. I'm not familiar with anyone at all.
You're not familiar with it, even though you have a YouTube channel where you do nothing but talk about politics. Yet you're not familiar with even the simplest political concepts.
Wow. Wow. Okay, I can admit that I am a layman. Excuse me. I can admit that I am a layman. I can admit that I am a bit of a layman in politics myself, but just oh man, I would not be so arrogant about it. While at the same time, so actively stupid about it. That's bullshit.
All right. Okay.
All right, in my life or online, I hardly even see anyone in other places online. So you are asking the question. One species raised the accusation. You tell me what's all right.
I will be. Well, first of all, I would be happy to tell you my definition of all right. But
Okay.
But I just want to hear what yours is, because you're saying you don't know anyone who's all right. So therefore, you must have some idea in your mind of what that means to you.
I mean, it's like any title. Like if you're all right, you're someone that says they are. I mean, if you're a baker or a
Oh my God, are you serious?
Wow, holy fucking shit!
There's a
Stupidest
specific
answer possible.
fuck.
All right, not all political affiliations are just self-described. You know, people with political opinions that are outside the mainstream will often lie about what their true politics are. Duh.
Wow.
I mean, I'm not one of those assholes who says that everything's a dog whistle. I hate those kind of people. But there are indeed people who try to dress up more extreme views in a more mainstream package.
Yeah.
Right.
People on both the far left and far right are both guilty of that.
Like how Nick Fuentes and all the alt-light people are trying to like dress up the alt-light rhetoric and tie it into like mainstream conservatism, American conservatism.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right. Let's keep going.
the title that you claim. So if someone claims that they're a professional bowler, then I would say, yeah, you're a professional bowler. So
Fucking idiot.
What the fuck?
That's the stupidest thing. With that logic, I could claim to be a billionaire, walk into a bank and be like, well, I self-identify as a billionaire. Give me my money.
Okay. I will say to Brooks right now, I'm a professional bowler myself, even though that I've only went bowling like, I don't know, 3 to 5 times in my entire life.
What a stupid answer. God damn. All right.
it's just like any other title to me at this point. Unless you want to define it and give me some more specifics to go on, I mean, that's all I got.
So you're basically saying anybody that calls himself Wolverine, you just take that at face value without.
Well, yeah, I mean, I take it way more at face value than a random YouTuber says someone else is all right secretly. I mean, that's bullshit right there. Like, who's going to be like a secret racist? Like, that's just made up shit that left wingers say because they can't attack the points directly.
Fucking dipshit.
My videos directly. That's why this whole thing came up was from a.
No, Brooks, people can attack your videos directly very easily. They are really easy to pick apart. Like, I remember Darkcon, you did that response. How long ago was that? Like 6 months ago or something?
You're talking about the response to No Bullshit?
Yeah. When
That was longer than 6 months ago. Actually, I think it's been over a year now.
Yeah, I remember you showed a clip where he's like, I guess you're going to dunk on this poor white girl you brought into the studio. And he's like, dumbass, that was an actress.
Yeah.
I'm like, how? And when you watch later clips in the video where you showed that, I'm just blown away by the fact that he didn't know that was a fucking skit. Like,
Or at least,
I'm convinced this motherfucker accidentally turns on Saturday Night Live every now and then and assumes it's like a real political debate. Like, he can't tell the difference. He's like a little kid. He can't tell fiction from reality.
or if he does know that she's an actress or whatever, he's just overreacting about it. He's acting as if that actress is like a real person, as if the person in the skit making the arguments is a real life person that Superwoman decided to pick on or whatever.
Well, that doesn't even make sense because it was like you brought in this poor white girl as if she didn't know what was going on. When it was really obvious they were just doing a script. That was a really weird thing to say. And I've watched that clip and your video of yours a few times going back and forth. I'm genuinely baffled at that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's keep going.
Stream that was like 2 or 3 years ago. They can't talk about anything I actually have said in my own content.
So how do you?
It was something you said, Brooks. It was something you fucking said. If the things you say make you look bad, that's on you. No one misedited you. Hey.
Man, it sounds like it's fake. Just like a whole lot of Batning's video.
Yeah, I remember that one. I actually watched that live. I was so pissed when he lied like that. I'm like my fists were clenched, kind of pissed. I'm like, you fucking son of a bitch, liar. Yeah, he just lied his ass off to all those people.
Don't keep repeating the question, Sitch. I'm not going to answer if you keep saying it 5 times.
This was a different question.
You didn't answer it the first time.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
You made a video where you were sort of mocking people's outrage over Richard Spencer speaking on somewhere in Florida, a college campus somewhere. And you said, I don't know exactly what you said. You said something like, white nationalism just is someone who is a nationalist and happens to be white. Is that your definition of white nationalism that you're operating under?
I mean, it certainly was when I made that video 2 years ago. So, again, do you have anything?
White nationalism has been its own specific thing for many decades. So, honestly, with that, I don't know whether he's intentionally lying, which I know he's capable of doing, or whether he's just that ill-informed and stupid. I don't know. What do you think?
Sorry, I'm typing something in the chat, but what was it again? Sorry.
Well, he says that 2 years ago that white nationalism just meant being a nationalist who's white. No, it meant a very specific thing for many decades. What I'm wondering is he lying here, or is he just that dumb? I honestly don't know.
When the fuck has putting a color as an adjective for nationalist, when the fuck has that ever meant just a nationalist who's of a given color? No, it's a nationalist that is revolving their entire nationalistic beliefs around that color, that identity of color.
Same would be the case for a black nationalist, for example.
Exactly. I mean, I don't.
Man, you there? I haven't heard from you in a bit.
I think he might be busy with something,
What
but
happened? I just went to the restroom. What happened?
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So you mentioned black nationalism. Here's the thing. I don't think that no bullshit would like accept any kinds of deflections if we were to like flip the conversation from talking about white nationalism to black nationalism. He would probably be thinking Ghazi Kadzo, not just a nationalist who happens to be black.
Exactly. Well, yeah, like there would be a difference between Ghazi Kato and Candace Owens, for example. Candace Owens would be a nationalist who happens to be black, whereas Ghazi Kato would be a black nationalist.
Now, if you were to say a title like a white civic nationalist, then that might be a little bit of a different story. But that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about just pure, straight up white nationalists.
All right, let's keep going.
Yep.
Sure, but okay. So you asked me a question, and I guess I'll answer it because I didn't really feel like I got a strong answer from you, which is that the way that I define the alt-right, I think I use alt-right and white nationalism as they're sort of synonymous with each other, and I would say it's someone who either is advocating for a white ethno-state, so someone who wants either their entire country to be only white people, or someone who wants to enact government policies and laws a majority in their states. So
and this is very...
Okay, and do you think those are bad things?
Son of a bitch. God damn it.
And this guy fucking complains about being called alt-right or alt-light. Like, granted, to give him the benefit of the doubt, maybe he doesn't outright believe that in white ethnostatism, but he probably just thinks that it's not outright immoral like us three on this stream do.
Oh my god. How worse can you step in it right there? That's not like stepping in a dog turd by accident. That's like seeing a turd from a brachiosaurus and jumping in it right there.
Oh my god.
Do you guys believe Trump is a white nationalist? Said Red Feather in the chat. No, I
do not believe Trump is a white nationalist.
I think Trump is just a grifter. I think that's the one label he deserves.
Yeah,
he's never espoused such rhetoric, and he has never enacted policies along such a belief. So I would say a solid no.
No, Trump is definitely not a white nationalist. No.
Excuse me.
All right, let's keep going.
I think they're both bad things, yes.
Okay. But let's say in a situation it wasn't white people, would it be okay for another group of people to say, be advocating for their majority in their country?
Like, do you want to give me like a tangible example?
Those are hugely, sure. I mean, Israel is based on giving the Jewish people a homeland. Are you okay with them only letting Jewish people in there?
Well, first of all, you don't have to be Jewish to be a citizen of Israel. They will give you automatic citizenship if you're Jewish, which again is religion, not ethnicity. But you can get citizenship of Israel if you're not Jewish. So I don't think that's
okay. I mean, it's possible, but are you trying to pretend that it's not like 99% Jewish people there?
Oh my fucking
god! What the fuck? It's just pure coincidence. This is just like, oh man,
20% of Israel's citizens are Arabic. You dumbass.
But basically,
he pulled that number right out of his fat ass.
he's making the kind of the same complaint that some people on the left would be making about voter ID laws, just because that it coincidentally affects affects this group in that way and that group in another way doesn't mean that outright written in paper that it is supposed to be that way. I mean, it's not like it's impossible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, let's keep going.
74% Jewish identifying and 26% Muslim Palestinian.
Okay. I mean, that's pretty high. That's pretty similar to the white percentage in the United States.
Right. No, to answer your question,
I think the point is that you like many other people that are attacking this, haven't thought it through, and you're having this sort of bias against this certain group of people that are protecting themselves or however they might feel it, trying to make a place for them in the world, and you're attacking that as what a racist without thinking about it too much.
So
Pause. Okay, he says that people attacking this haven't thought through it very well. I mean, people have listened that one viral debate. The debate was viral between Richard Spencer and Sargon of Akkad. People have listened to Richard Spencer espouse his beliefs and what he wants. I mean, I think people can just use that as a baseline on why they are against white nationalism, for fuck's sake. I mean, that isn't getting very nuanced into what their exact, precise, nitty-gritty beliefs are, the alt-right and white nationalism are, but it's still like a baseline there, dude, and you're just being rather overly pedantic and kind of nitpicky, I would almost say.
Because he knows a huge chunk of his fans are open alt-right white nationalists, and he's trying to not take on their mantle as much as he can, but without alienating them.
Right.
He's not doing a very good job at that because of his low IQ, but that is what he's trying to do in his head.
Yeah, I think if somebody was to if I got a subscriber or a viewer or whatever that was actively commenting on a live stream or video of mine, and they were espousing all this type of shit, I would be all well, not unironically, but I would be all hey, here's this video of mine where I'm criticizing Muhammad Ali, criticizing interracial marriage. Here's a video of me defending interracial marriage.
Darkcon likes the chocolate. That's why he defends.
Yeah, exactly. You made that joke, not me. Ask me. Okay, let's keep on.
You're saying that the idea. Well, we'll separate these ideas because they're two different ideas. There's one idea is let's have a country that only exists for one ethnic group, like white people, and one is let's have a country where we maintain a white majority. Right? These are two different concepts. Now, which one are you arguing that I'm wrong for not liking?
Well, I think you defined all right, and then the stuff you said, it didn't really sound like they're not killing people, right?
Oh. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they're actively advocating or even actively doing the killing of people, for fuck's sake.
So you can't criticize someone's ideas unless they're actively killing people? I mean, most of the SJWs that he attacks in his videos, most of them haven't killed anyone.
Yeah, I mean, he still calls them ideas bad. I mean, you don't have to an idea doesn't have to advocate for the direct killing of anybody for somebody to call it bad. We're still, despite whether or not Richard Spencer says outright that he wants to, kill minorities or whatever, we're still going to call his ideas bad ideas.
All right. Fuck. All right. Let's go.
I'm just saying, you say there's this group and they have this belief, and I think it's racist and terrible. I assume that's what you think, and I'm just saying I don't see it. What is the bad thing they've done?
So the textbook definition of racism is just prejudging someone on the basis of their skin color. And so if you're saying that it's
like how you judged white people you're going against them because you don't like them.
When did he judge white people? He said absolutely nothing against white people as a whole.
What?
He's just making shit up.
What? What the fuck?
No. Where did PSA Stitch anywhere there or in any of his content criticize white people as a whole?
Holy shit.
Yeah, no, he just equivocated attacking white nationalism with attacking white people. That is fucking insane.
I think, I can feel my brain being melted away right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Listen to this guy. Your IQ just takes a beating.
It's too early for me to drink yet. I still have to wait.
No, you might. Yeah, we might need to. How many beers would it take for the average person to be as stupid as Brooks?
525,600 beers.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, most people would be dead before they would get that stupid.
No. Their mother would have had to drink while pregnant with them.
Oh, son of a bitch! No, what I was gonna say is he was about to die, and God and Satan made a mutual agreement that neither was going to take that son of a bitch.
Yeah, so we get stuck with him. those lazy bastards.
Oh my god.
Oh man. This is this stream is fun. I love this.
And that's why you call them all right and all whatever you want to call them today. Racist, white nationalist. Like none of that's bad. A bad term is a child predator. That's a bad person, obviously.
No shit.
Well, so according to Brooks, unless you're a pedophile, you're not a bad person. According to his standards right here.
Okay, I don't even think that they were outright calling like white nationalists or whatever bad people or whatever. I mean, obviously there's like
he's just trying to get him to define what a white nationalist is. And Brooks,
there's too many internet roaming alt-writers that end up being like doxers or doxing apologists or whatever the fuck have you. But let's like take a real life white nationalist or something. Nobody is like saying that they're bad or anything like that in the area of they want to do something like that, sex predatory type shit, or abuse their own kids.
If they're pedophiles, okay? As long as you're not a pedophile, you're a fine person, according to Brooks here. Oh, God damn, this is stupid.
It's just bad in your head, in your context, and I'm just not seeing it. I mean, you gotta show me some examples.
Okay, but we can get. I mean, I feel like you're jumping like way ahead because I mean, first of all, as you know, we just had a 2-hour conversation with Michael Morano talking about how insane it was that his teacher was spouting all this anti-white racism. So I don't think you can levy a charge at me that I'm some sort of secret anti-white racist.
Got him.
Well, are you white?
Yeah, I know that this actually will come up. Even though I'm Jewish, I do classify myself as white. Yes.
So which one are you first?
I would say I'm white first. I don't even practice Judaism religiously. So.
Pause.
Okay, I just want to note that.
Which one are you first? What type of a question is that? I mean, no bullshit playing identity politics much?
Yeah, remember that literally every time a woman or a non-white person does something in a movie, he'll claim it's SJW propaganda. But yes, he plays identity politics like that.
Okay, so PSA Sitch explains that he spoke out against anti-white racism, whatever. He probably did not need to say that. I don't know the full context, but of whether or not he needed to say that he's Jewish or whatever. But that was just an outright retarded question right there. No bullshit coming in with left field of which one are you first, a white guy or a Jewish guy? Does it matter?
Matters to him, I guess. Keep in mind, we are dealing with a Holocaust denier here.
If you were going to ask him, like, of what nation is he first, and he said, I'm an American first, well, then fine, fair credit on that argument, but countries and races are not, synonymous with one another.
Yeah, let's read some of the cons. The True Grave said, no bullshit, I'm sorry about your brain cancer.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Red Feather says, don't assume his gender. Ryan here, well, I'm guessing no BS's mother was drinking it after she got impregnated by her brother.
Oh my god. So that explains everything.
God, yeah.
So no.
So he's an inbred with fetal alcohol syndrome.
That explains it. And now
that would explain most of it.
and
yes.
now we can all agree that the new song, the new theme for No Bullshit's intro is Sweet Home Alabama. I mean,
where the skies are. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
For the record, I mean,
You can,
it is
you
kind
can,
of
you
a
can mark that in the record. Sitch identifies as a white.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that there's a lot of coincidences with the people that attack white people and then they claim to be white themselves.
Coincidences.
Yeah, you claim to be white themselves. So I guess, did Brooks just accuse him, PSA Stitch, of lying about his race?
Oh, okay.
That's a weird thing to say, but whatever. Let's get going.
Sitch, I want to go back to the definition of the alt-right thing.
Okay, let's go back.
It seems like hugely different positions, like advocating for a 100% white ethno-state, and advocating for there being a majority that's sustained. Seems like just radically different positions. So
I've never heard anyone argue for 100% ethno state. I've never heard of it.
Well, I'm just saying.
Richard Spencer did, and you have praised Richard Spencer numerous times on your channel, you fucking liar.
Maybe not, Mr. Bullshit. But you're not going to get, of course, you're not going to get absolutely 100% when it comes to a population. But his idea is that be like the general 98.9% norm and institutionalize that as the norm.
I do believe Richard Spencer, he wants the U.S. to become a complete white ethno state.
Yeah, and whatever whatever percentage of people found in the country that aren't white, we're to hunt them down or whatever.
Well, I don't think he said hunt them down, but I think he wants them like expunged from the country, like sent somewhere else.
I'm mostly being hyperbolic, but you get my drift.
But let's take it in context here. All right, let's keep going.
Part of that is very special. I've never heard him do that though. I've heard of Richard Spencer. I've heard that name, but I've never seen him argue for that.
Did you hear his stream with Sargon?
I think he's arguing.
Yeah, in the stream with Sargon, he argued for 100%.
I saw the one where he told Sargon he's not as smart as he thinks he is.
That's the same
I feel like
stream.
you never saw that stream, even though at the time how I Think I'm Real did responses to them. He was praising Spencer's performance in that exact stream.
The stream, yeah. I don't know. Maybe
he's lying his ass off.
The
dude's a pathological liar.
Either he's a liar or he's so stupid that all that he did regarding the Richard Spencer versus Sargon of Akkad debate was just watch the Kronos clips of that debate. You know the YouTube channel Kronos, right?
Which I guess is possible because, again, he is probably that fucking stupid.
Yeah, there was like a YouTube channel called Kronos and some other channels that just clip that debate and plenty other live streams of where that alt-writers and other people be debating with each other. Maybe all that No Bullshit did was just watch the highlight clips is all and did not watch the entire stream for the full context.
Well, Ryan Hughes says, the Hulk is the best example of masculinity. Yeah, I remember that. That was one of the dumbest movie criticisms I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, he said they gave the Hulk erectile dysfunction in
my God.
in Avengers Infinity War. And he said they demasculated the manliest Avenger. And they have some kind of anti-male agenda. Oh, boy. Yeah. In what fucking universe is the Hulk the manliest Avenger? He's a giant green rage monster.
Apparently, a story cannot have progression on a person's character and character arc. Otherwise, apparently they suffer some kind of demasculinization like Hulk or whatever.
Yeah. Well, it's probably the Hulk being the manliest Avenger statement that was the dumbest thing about that, though. Because, yeah, Thor, Captain America would be, even Iron Man, you could argue, but Hulk, no, he's just a fucking green rage monster.
Oh, yeah, he's not paying attention to all the other manly characters on there, but yeah.
Yeah, you think most of the female Avengers fans, you think they're thinking less about Chris Hemsworth or Chris Evans or Chris Pratt, or thinking about doing it with the Hulk? I don't think so.
Yeah, no. They're just completely fingering themselves over pictures of the Hulk.
The Incredible fucking Hulk. Yeah,
I'm gonna pretend that Darkcon did not just say that.
But dirty jokes are allowed.
I know. It's just when you imagine the Hulk and that sounds like something you're not going to physically recover from.
Yeah, I'd be a major hypocrite if I chastise him over dirty jokes. But let's keep on.
Yeah, that's the one where Sargon lost because he was like losing after he lost that stream. He started inventing the liberalists.
So he admits he saw the stream. So he admits he was lying 2 minutes ago.
Oh man.
Oh, let's keep going.
We're all sorry.
Yeah, but
I know, and I'm saying like if you like Sargon, like I could go down a list of all the dumb shit that he's done. I could try to tie that to.
Sargon hasn't always done right. He's done some dumb things too, but he has never done anything within 1/100th of the dumb shit you've done, Brooks.
Yep.
wait a minute. Okay, but Brooks, wait. Hold on, Adam. Okay, this is the problem, Brooks. Okay, I'm trying to ask you just these very basic questions. You just said you've never heard anyone advocate for 100% white ethno-state, even though you've made a video defending Richard Spencer, not defending him, outrage around Richard Spencer, and you listened to the stream with Sargon where he talks about wanting a 100% white ethno-state. So do you see how that would make people question your beliefs? That you're not being honest?
No, I just see that as dirty little assholes looking up old streams trying to pin bad quotes on people they don't like.
He never learned anything from the Destiny debate. What is that quote from Destiny?
Oh fuck! I can't remember. It's been too long. But
all I have done is quote the things you said. If the things you say make you look bad, that's on you. Like he claims here he's been edited out of context, but he claims that quite a bit, but he never can articulate what the proper context was.
What do you expect from a blithering idiot?
Right. But like going back, like when you did that video to Bearing about the way he edited my drunken clip in that one time.
I thought we weren't gonna reflect back on that drama though. I'm joking though.
Yeah, you showed where the edit was wrong, and you did such a good job that even he admitted, that he didn't edit that right, and he apologized for the way he edited that. So you showed him where the edit was misleading, where he edited incorrectly. Whereas with Brooks, he just says people misedited me, and he never can articulate or show how.
Yep.
So yeah, if you're going to claim someone misedited you, you have to show the proper context. You have to show how you were taken out of context, how you were misedited.
Yeah, I mean, I know that drama videos that some people really don't like drama videos, but sometimes it's necessary to do a drama video for the sake of clearing up your own reputation. Like, destroying other people's lives is technically drama material, but sometimes it's very necessary. Like, take the example of me making response videos to Ren Michaelis or Owen McDonald, for example.
Yeah, let's move on.
I'm talking about what you just said right now. I'm not talking about cherry picking. I'm talking about what you just said.
No, I'm talking about what you're doing. You're doing what everyone else has done. You're like really played out style. And basically what they do is they came they go for my old streams, and I used to stream with a lot of people, and I used to do it all often, and we used to talk shit and say whatever we wanted before YouTube and Twitter and everything was all strict. And then now it's strict, and then you guys come in, you're like, well, you can't say that now, so I'm going to judge you in the past by the present, PC culture. And
I don't think those two said anything about what No Bullshit can or cannot say.
Yeah, no, they never said that. Exactly. He's creating a straw man like you're trying to get YouTube to censor me, when, of course, neither of these guys have ever said any such thing. I mean, I do not want him censored for that reason. The only thing that I think should get you, like, your channel deleted, if you're doxing people or you're making, like, serious threats to people, or, I mean, there are a few things, or you're doing something criminal. If you're, like, posting, like, animal torture videos or some shit like that. Other than that, I do believe that Brooks, as stupid as his opinions are, he should have a right to say them. And he should never be banned for that reason.
I want to, like, clear something up that's being said in the chat, like, clear something up verbally very quickly. I said destroy other people's lies. Just FYI, that's lies, Lies, not lives with a V.
I think you did say lives, though, but I think you missed.
Did I say?
Yeah.
Well,
I heard lies, but it did sound a little like lives, but I heard lies.
Any good faith person watching this stream would know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about,
it doesn't matter. It's a nitpick.
Destroying people's, like, mistruths.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's keep on.
And so you're just coming after someone, because I mean, if you straight up talk to me about stuff, you wouldn't need to bring up 2-year-old streams on someone else's channel.
So first of all, I brought up the stream. The context why we're having this conversation. If you remember, the first question I asked you was your definitions and opinions right now. I don't know.
No, but you got to tie them back to, like, one species and some old.
So are your opinions now different than they used to be, Brooks? If they're not, then it's irrelevant how old they were. I mean, yes, I know that people's opinions do change over time. All right. Not everyone holds the same opinions that they did years ago. That's fine. People should have a right to grow and change. But unless your opinions are different today, then how old those streams were is irrelevant.
Exactly. So
and he's not really claiming that his opinions are different. He's just claiming it was okay in the context of back then. No, it really wasn't. Even if YouTube was less strict with taking your channel down, it doesn't make really stupid or horrible shit you said 2 years ago okay.
Okay, in the context of back then. That would be like saying slavery was okay back in the context of the 1700s.
Right. It wasn't okay back then either, just because it was accepted. So that's, again, a really stupid argument.
I mean, people would...
which is probably something that Brooks would unironically say, so whatever. Knowing him. Because actually one time I do believe when someone on Twitter pointed out his beliefs being similar to the Nazis, I believe he actually said, well, it's not 1945 anymore, so...
Yeah, and people go mentioning all the time as to how that, how people admire certain people back in the past when they, like, might have possibly been, like, a slave owner or whatever else have you. Like, when people say everybody was a slave owner, they aren't saying that, slavery is just fine. They're just saying that it's hard to find anybody who wasn't a slave owner.
I understand that in terms of judging someone from 200 years ago by modern standards. I do realize you do judge the contributions of figures 200 years ago by different standards than you do today.
But if those people, if we could have them, like, in a room today with us and ask them, was that okay? Yeah, we would still be asking them, is that okay? Just like in the same way that Adam, Friended, and PSA Sitch are asking No Bullshit.
Okay.
Or trying to anyways, but no BS is just making it so fucking difficult by being thick-headed.
All right.
Shit that was said, you're like, oh, you had this video about Richard Spencer 2 years ago. You're like name dropping Richard Spencer.
Jesus Christ.
Everyone's opinions change. Do you think exactly the same thing you thought 2 years ago?
So how has
Of course not.
on these topics of alt-right, white nationalism, racism from the past 2 years to now?
my opinion is I don't even think about the alt-right. I haven't talked about him. I haven't mentioned Richard Spencer in years. Like,
So he admits his opinion hasn't changed.
I haven't talked about the alt-right.
What relevance is that, whether you've talked about it recently or not?
Here's the thing.
Have your opinions changed? And he admitted they haven't.
Here's the thing. I haven't made a video talking about interracial marriage for a while. Doesn't determine as to whether or not how I feel about it nowadays or whatever. I haven't talked explicitly about ethnostatism ever since the one live stream with Humane Mind. Doesn't mean that my opinion has changed now on ethnostatism. And I say, by the way, people, that it's shit. Ethnostatism is.
Okay, let's keep going.
I don't think about it at all. I make videos about totally other things, and that's why I'm bringing it up, because I'm like, you're bringing up old shit. Like, you're not even talking about a video I made last week or a month ago or even a year ago. You're going back 2-3 years.
Well, no. So the stream that was being referenced by One Species was from last year.
What stream?
Okay, so there was a stream last year in January of 2018 where you talked
So
with
that's
Tara McCarthy.
18 months ago. 18 months ago.
So you talked with Tara McCarthy and Greg Summers.
You.
Remember this conversation?
I'm joking.
Yeah, I mean, I remember some of the stream, but I mean, not word for word. I did,
Right.
Like I
No,
said,
I
did streams every week back then. I'm just saying, like, if that's the best you could do, you're doing a bad job, because you're taking out of context streams, deleted streams, old shit, and you can't. That's all you've got, and you're like, now this is what he thinks now, and then you're extrapolating on it. But instead of you're not talking to me.
Okay, well, I'm trying to talk
on your
to you,
show.
but you're kind of keep interrupting. I'm trying to ask you questions. So
Well, all of your questions, everything
being
you said
rambly.
is based on old streams. Just
so
for the record.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay, I'm not going to deny it. What I want to talk to you about is this stream primarily that you had in January of 2018. And I want to know when Tara, how did you get on the stream? Did Tara ask you to come on? Did she want to be on? How did this all go down?
Laugh it up, Fuzzball. Why is he laughing? Why is he laughing?
I'm wondering as to why it's funny. I mean, I don't exactly see the relevance of the exact relevance of PSA Stitch's question, but still. Although, if I was in PSA Stitch and Adam's position right now, I would ask him specifically: do you disagree now with the idea of ethnostatism?
That probably would be a good question. Brooks would probably dodge it, as he always does. But
jeez.
I asked him what he thinks about white nationalism were, and he dodged the question. He said he doesn't
I'm
know.
just laughing. You make it sound like there was a murder that day. You're like,
What?
What? No, he didn't.
That makes no fucking sense. That makes zero sense.
That was a total non sequitur.
You view it as a crime. Some other people view it as a parking ticket.
Oh my god.
That's exactly what that is right there.
Just
what he said is you view it as murder, other people view it as a parking ticket in regards to doxing. Even though doxing has literally gotten people killed.
Oh my gosh. Bringing up these stupid ass false equivalencies.
Yeah.
Or analogies. And
then of course, later on, he just lied his ass off. No, I didn't say that. That was a fake tweet. Yeah. Even though he didn't at the time, it's gone now because his account was deleted. He didn't even bother deleting those tweets. They were still up. So anyone who watched that stream where he lied could have easily just looked at his account and see he was lying. And he didn't even bother to cover himself. All right, well, let's keep on.
Who did you talk to? And I want a full report here. What were you wearing?
You know what? Fine.
What
time of day?
I'm trying to set up for you. I'm trying to set up for you to create some sort of context, because you went on a stream with Tara McCarthy and Greg Summers, who is a overt white nationalist. Okay, he writes
white nationalist.
He writes white nationalist books.
Stop derailing the conversation, asshole.
In the stream with him. Brooks.
All I just had to say was stop derailing the question, asshole. That's all I said. Sorry.
Wait. No. Adam, stop. just said earlier that you've never heard someone bring up.
Yeah, Adam's trying to defend his friend. He's friends with Brooks. He always defends the guy. All right, PSA Stitch isn't having it. Good on him.
Yep. Applauds to him.
That they want 100% white ethno state. And in the stream where you're talking with Greg Summers, all he talks about is that he wants a 100% white ethno state. And he wants to
If you say so, man. I mean, I don't even.
Okay, so let's watch the stream together.
You don't even what?
Why?
Because you're saying that you don't know if it's
that's
true
all
or not.
you have to talk about is something from 18 months ago is the best that you can do. Like, you can't talk about anything on my channel. You can't talk about anything I've said recently. You have to go back.
Pause.
You're gonna have to.
That's because it's all repetitive and uninteresting drivel, dude. It's always SJW this, SJW that, and it might not all be irrelevant, but when you oversaturate your channel with the same shit, it gets rather tiresome. I mean, just because you... Oh, man. Guys being so pedantic and stupid. Purposefully deflecting.
Yeah.
Someone else's channel with a deleted stream, and this is what you want to do with your time. You think this is like a gotcha? You're like, oh, this is like, oh my god, I caught Brooks stealing a car.
Adam, let me ask you a question, Adam. If I, in 2018 of January, was on a stream with a bunch of Antifa, and they talked about how much they love Antifa and how much they want to destroy Western society, and how much they hated white people, all this stuff, and I sat there and I agreed with everything they said, and you wanted to ask me that now, do you think that's a valid topic of conversation?
I mean, obviously, these are hypothetical. I don't know. I mean, I listened to that stream.
These are hypotheticals here. No shit, they are hypotheticals.
I really wish that Adam would have just let no bullshit answer the question of PSA Stitch right
He's
there.
trying to save Brooks from himself. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, shit.
All right, he knows Brooks is a retard, but he doesn't. But he still wants to suck on Brooks's subscriber teats, so he's doing everything he can to try to make Brooks look good, while Brooks does everything in his power to make himself look like what he is.
Yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say. Just go and play it. Hello?
Let's go.
And I mean, I had a completely different take than you, and none of us can go back in time and compare the stream.
Well, that was a complete mischaracterization of the stream too. Like Stitch acts like people were calling to violence, and I was going along.
He never said that, you stupid bastard. Mischaracterization, and he's asking you very simple, easy questions that you can't answer.
He's assuming that no bullshit knows anything.
You just said that in your example.
I said an Antifa.
You said Antifa, racist, anti-black shit, going out and whatever. Let's just say that's not what we talked about.
He can't understand a hypothetical. He can't compare two alike things. He can't do it.
Oh my, jeez.
Jeez, it's like a little kid.
If only I could think of a real life example. Ghazi
I don't think there's any analogy on earth he would be able to comprehend. Analogies are too beyond his capacity.
How about let's bring up a real life example? The one bitch that said it's time to kill the motherfucking crackers or whatever. You know which one I'm talking about. The BLM supporter, activist, or whatever that made that one video with the swooning back and forth camera. You know what I'm talking about? If no bullshit could,
sure, exactly.
If no bullshit could get an interview with that bitch, would he be asking to her, "Hey, do you still think that white people should die or whatever?" I mean, he would still think that that's a relevant question. I mean, especially if they haven't talked about their past ideas or whatever, and haven't said how or where that they have changed. And as far as we know nowadays, we haven't heard No Bullshit say how he's changed about race realism or white ethnostatism or whatever.
Because if he were to be honest, he would say my position has not changed at all.
Right.
But he doesn't want to say that because it would make him look bad.
Guy's just a grade A grifter.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The dumbest shit ever, man. It's just low IQ.
When we talked off.
Oh yeah, that's definitely true. But this is low IQ bullshit. Definitely, Brooks.
You about to say something, this man?
Yeah. What time zone are you, Loudmouth?
Time zone, Eastern.
What time is it right now in Michigan?
6:35.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna be going at 9 p.m. Loudmouth's time. So yeah, I'm good to stay here. Yeah, I'm gonna stay.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, we'll be finished up long before that.
Yeah.
We're not. I don't want this stream to go on that long.
I don't want to lose too many brain cells.
Watch any video clip. And now you're saying
I am, but I will make fun of you for it. I will point out how stupid this is. Like,
watch together.
It's because you're making it that stupid. Fucktard.
Yeah.
Sitch, I'm weary of this just because I don't see how we're not participating.
Look, Adam.
this is cancel culture.
No.
Cancel. Asking him to explain any of his statements is cancel culture. He totally abuses that term right there.
What?
Oh my God. None of this makes sense at all.
He doesn't want. He is incapable of taking any responsibility for the things he says.
No, that's not cancel culture right there. What is cancel culture is at worst going off of a straw man of somebody like Owen has with me and like drag a person's name in the mud. Through the mud. That's cancel culture. I mean, whereas with Owen, he did not even ask the specifics about my beliefs.
Let's not get into about Owen. Let's just keep going.
I'm just bringing up examples. Is all.
No.
Going back, taking old quotes.
Adam, what was the first question I asked him? I asked him, how do you define white nationalism and how do you define yourself politically? He could not give me an answer for white nationalism.
Because he's a fucking idiot.
And then, when he said he's changed, this is 2 years ago, I asked him, how have your views changed? He still hasn't answered me. So, Brooks, if you want to tell me how your views have changed since the stream with Terry McCarthy, I'm waiting. I want you to tell me that.
Okay, I mean, I can't. I'm not going to tell you how my views are changed. I'm going to tell you what I believe and what is going on right now. Because first of all, you mischaracterized what I used to believe, and a lot of people have misrepresented it, and everyone's saying like I'm some kind of secret racist or something because of a stream 18 months ago.
I wouldn't even say you're a secret racist, Brooks. I'd say you've been pretty overtly racist dozens of times.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's also been overtly a piece of shit. Just in general, overtly a piece of shit.
He's a racist with a very low IQ, yeah.
Yeah. Even the KKK would reject him.
Yeah, the KKK would have you'd have to be able to complete a certain IQ test to qualify.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure the race realists would even reject no bullshit because they're like, all right, the IQ thing, yeah, even you don't qualify, dude.
Actually, Richard Spencer has actually retweeted no bullshit. He's actually recommend people watch him.
Oh,
that does not shock me. That does not shock me in the slightest.
Yeah, Lauren Southern. She did a few streams with no bullshit.
She probably got a restraining order after when she saw his face.
Yeah, probably, but let's go.
God damn, I'm terrible.
I love my country. I voted for Trump. I'm a conservative as far as politics, but I have nothing to do with any extreme groups. I have nothing to do with any kind of activism really whatsoever. I mean, besides me making videos and supporting topics with a calm, well-written script put together with some images. I mean, that's as active as I get. So I don't know.
Yeah, we can tell that's as active as you get, Brooks, with your waistline.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh my God.
You should be a little more active, Brooks. It would definitely clear up that cholesterol.
Oh, damn.
Just looking at Brooks on stream just makes my blood sugar go through the roof.
Oh, fuck.
What the problem is.
Let me ask you how you feel right now. Okay?
Go for it.
Right now. How do you feel about the idea that some people in America want America to be a white-only ethno state?
I think it's a dumb idea, and I don't think there's actually that many people that want that. I think you overestimate
It's
it.
a bad idea. You don't agree with that idea.
No, I don't want it at those state. My wife is Asian,
I know.
He has a wife?
and I have lots.
Yeah, that's sad.
Apparently, I can only imagine that the bitch is as ugly as Yoko Ono.
And I'm pretty sure she's a mail order bride, and he threatens to call ICE on her whenever she disagrees with him.
I'm
Yeah,
terrible.
What I said was slightly worse.
Yeah, I'm at this wedding day. It's like, baby, wait, you didn't show me your surprise.
Ooh.
So,
Okay, so finally we get some progress. So supposedly, Brooks says that he does not agree with white ethnostatism, and yeah, is not okay with that.
Red Feather, you're right. Red Feather, you're right. His thumbs and right hand are really strong.
That's about it.
All right, let's keep going.
Lots of friends that are other races. Like, there's no point anywhere in my life have I said I support that or I want that or anything like that.
Okay, so the second question is, how do you feel about the idea that whites should maintain a majority in this country and should enact legal policy to maintain the majority?
Well, I mean, that's a little more complex.
No,
I wouldn't say
it's not.
I wouldn't say anything about.
That is not complex. That is not.
It's not really more complex at all. No.
No, it's just you're being like you're wanting to take less people out of the country. That's really the only difference. You want to like be a little less restrictive when it comes to immigration. That's the only difference. But there's no real big complexity. The way that I look at it is that you convert the demographics. You don't refrain the demographics from living in the country. Just try to like change their beliefs, I guess, to put it for lack of better wording.
Let's just keep going.
Legislation or the ending part of that question, but I mean, I've definitely mentioned in stuff like I think it could, the white majority in America is what built America, and it was, you could say something, there's some positive things to like that. I mean, but I wouldn't say necessarily make any, I don't even know if I'd make any moves like as a group to change that. I mean, if you want to have more white babies, like by all means, like do that on your own, but I don't know about like anything beyond that.
Sitch, can I ask you a question? Sure. Just because I agree. I don't. The white majority is not important to me as long as the people of America have the same ethic, the same ethos. What worries me, exactly. Yeah, but what worries me is we are dealing with a situation here where we're watching the videos like the last. It's difficult for me not to say that professor that we talked about with Michael Reno isn't a racist. Like, is a racist. He is totally a racist. So what do we have to ensure that whites lose their majority and the whatever race takes the majority? Is it like, how do we protect ourselves from
But that's literally a racial.
See, the thing
racist
I'd like to add is just, I think this is more trying to slander people you don't like. I mean, it's basic, it's classic.
What a pseudo-intellectual cuck.
What?
I'm so sick and tired of that phrase. Oh, just people you don't agree with. Like, they sound like such elitist pricks when they say that. I just cannot stand that. Like, whenever people do that, I just can't roll my eyes hard enough.
He said people you don't like, not people you don't agree with.
Or people you don't like or whatever. I'm so fucking tired of that.
Yeah, that's another thing when people make valid criticisms of them. He dismisses them by like, oh, they just don't like me, bro. Duh.
I mean, he's not wrong. I don't like him, but it's not because.
But he's not wrong, but it's irrelevant.
Yeah, it's
I
not
mean,
wrong, but it's not. It has nothing to do with the damn thing.
I don't call this slander right here. I mean, PSA Sitch is trying to ask him questions like, hey, do you still agree with this and that and the other thing? If he wanted to go with slander, he would have not even joined the live stream, and he would have just outright said, no bullshit, agrees with the ideas of a white ethno-state, whatever. But that's not what he did.
Yeah. That is sad if somebody actually married this guy. God damn.
I would rather be deported back to whatever country I came from if I was a woman and an illegal immigrant than marry that motherfucker. There's not enough alcohol.
I mean, Onision has 2 kids, and we've seen his behavior. If anything, yeah, he has 2 kids, and if anything, his behavior is a bit worse than Brooks's.
Call up CPS now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Watch some of Onision's videos. It's like really scary when they go into some of Onision's behavior, and I feel like this man is a father. I'm like, this man has children. I'm actually very frightened. Brooks, as much of a dumbass as he is nowhere near that scary.
Oh shit! Apparently it's dark here in Kansas now.
It's almost dark here in Utah, but the only way Brooks could be scary is if he opened his shower and he was naked. That's the only way he'd be scary. Other than that, he's not
Brooks
scary.
doesn't scare me. I just think he's just too stupid to know what he's doing, and he's a source of laughter for me, laughing at his stupidity.
I mean, I have no real reason to believe that Brooks would be a child abuser or anything else like that, but Onision, a little bit of a different story.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. With Onision, no doubt.
I mean, the guy is in a phebophile as put by our good buddy Mjolnir Man.
I mean, he's not wrong, and I remember back then I went after so many of those Onision defenders. I think they're worse than I think they're contributing to the problem, but yeah, they are enabling that motherfucker. So yeah.
All right, yeah, let's keep going.
Is coded in, you're pretending to care about all the races and the minorities, but really you just want to attack a white person for being happy and healthy.
What?
Doing a good job and getting some.
What? What? Want to attack a white person? What? Did he think that someone like Ghazi Kadzo got a voice distorter or whatever and went on stream to talk to him? To make himself sound like PSA Sitch and go on stream to talk to him. Like, what a victim complex that is. What a victim mentality. He did not even say anything about your skin color, dude.
Yeah, it's that. He pelts you with ad hominems. It's what he always does.
Oh, shit.
He'll bring up negative characteristics you have, or he'll just impugn your motives. He'll make up that you have some kind of sinister motive he has no evidence for, and he'll just accuse you of all those things, and therefore he doesn't need to answer your very valid criticisms.
He has a victim. He's showing a victim complex right now. Well, why should I be surprised of when that he about a year back, a little over a year back, was trying to shoehorn in this supposed white or anti-white agenda that Superwoman supposedly had in her video.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah.
And by the way, did you guys see the Chris Hansen streams about Onision lately? Says Red
Oh,
Feather.
yeah, I heard of those, but I haven't watched them.
And I just love all the roasting that's going on in your live chat about no bullshit having a wife, supposedly.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's beautiful. That's
funny.
Fucking amazing.
Let's go.
Roast the cow, everyone.
Clarity on YouTube. So
Vegan.
I don't think it's specifically coming from you, Stitch. I appreciate you having me on the show, and I'm friends with you and Adam. But as far as the other people that are coming up with this bullshit that you're kind of like regurgitating now, like I think you might have been had. Like I don't think you're.
Well, okay, so let's
seeing the big picture.
So let's watch these clips, and you can explain the context to me that I'm missing.
What clips?
I sent you a watch together.
Dipshit.
We can watch these clips together. And you can explain to me why I am misinterpreting and how I'm being had.
Well, I just told you how I feel 18-month-old. Like,
Okay, because
I
first
feel
of all,
like
We should just take his word at everything. That's his argument there. Because he's never lied about anything. We should always just take his word as the absolute truth of the situation.
Jeez.
That's good.
I feel like here's the thing, Sitch. You think this stream is more condemning and more important than it is. You think it's cool because you're like, oh, I might have caught him saying something stupid 2 years ago, but it's not. It's not even as bad.
We caught you saying something stupid today. Oh, Lonely Wolf is here. Awesome. Hey, Lonely Wolf.
Hey,
Wolf.
Wolf, you there?
Lonely Wolf, are you breathing?
I'm breathing. I'm alive.
Have you been watching the stream?
Oh, I only just woke up.
Oh shit. Well, nice to
You're
talk to
kind
you.
of
Again.
out of the loop,
It's
but
been a while.
we've been watching a stream No Bullshit did, and we've been just kind of laughing at how stupid he is.
Oh, that stupid cunt.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
stupid pun, exactly. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just gonna try and take care of my bird. I'll be back in a second.
Yeah. Okay.
As you think, that's what I was pointing out before when I was saying, you have these misconstrued ideas of what people believe, and you just think if you call someone alt-right or white nationalist, they're a Nazi now, and I'm never going to talk to them again, and I got them struck off of my list. Now
He's talking to you right now. Odd. Damn. How is he accusing PSA Stitch of doing the exact opposite of what he's doing at this exact moment?
coming from Brooks, so I'm going to dig up some old quotes, do the same thing.
okay, so to answer Adam's question,
So I don't even, if you watch my videos or anything I produce, I mean, I tweet once in a while, like, I never talk about this topic. I never say anything about nationalism specifically. I mean, I talk about love of country and politics, but I never say anything about an ethno-state. I haven't mentioned those terms besides trying to defend people that aren't those terms. Like, when you think you call someone alt-right, that means there's some kind of leper and should be cast out of society. I don't believe that. I think criminals should be put into jail, but I think
Pause.
you have beliefs.
Look, I don't think that alt-righters should be tossed out of society or anything like that, like far leftists do, but I think they should change, is my thing. And that's what we're trying to, or at least I assume what PSA Stitch is trying to do right here. Let's get to the bottom of what your true beliefs are and present some arguments to change your mind or maybe at least some of your fans or whatever.
All right. Let's see.
That someone disagrees with, you have to prove that they did something wrong.
okay, I agree with you. Okay, I agree. You have to prove. And to answer Adam's question first, I don't think this is a cancel culture because I'm of the position that I don't believe that anyone. Okay, I don't believe Richard Spencer, Nick Fuentes, or anything should be canceled off of YouTube. I believe if you're racist, you should be able to say you're racist crap on YouTube. So I'm not in favor of cancel culture, but what I am in favor of is people being honest about their positions.
Exactly.
Of course, he's giving me a hard time in the chat. He's saying, "Wait a minute, okay, Adam. I'm
But
about
that's
to
what
address.
species is the classic.
I'm literally about to address that point. Okay, this is my problem. If Brooks was sitting and making videos about South Park, movies, and TV, and he's like never talking about this stuff, then it's like, okay, he can hold whatever beliefs he wants, and it's fine. But literally, I have a tweet from you from October of this year, so it's like so long ago, saying the alt-right is just a meaningless buzzword at this point. Like when they call us white supremacists or Nazis for no reason. And this is awesome.
Yeah,
You did the same
that's
thing.
true.
Yeah, and you did the same thing to me, where I was calling Nick Fuentes and Gab. I'm saying, wow, they're going all. No, I was warning Mark Dice because he was defending Nick Fuentes, and I don't know if Mark Dice knows that Nick Fuentes is totally a white nationalist, and he's defending it. And I'm saying, Mark, do you understand what you're doing? And Brooks enters my Twitter conversation. He's like, oh, this is all BS, Sitch. So you can't act like you're not involved in this conversation. You're constantly bringing stuff
Well,
up.
none of that has anything to do with ethno states and Richard Spencer. But
Yes, it does.
Oh my god.
It shows that you actively defend people who will support white ethno states. God damn it. And he showed an example of recently, so I guess you can't do the whole "it was years ago" defense, even though it's a stupid defense to begin with.
Okay, in the recent drama regarding Nick Fuentes and all the people, I cannot confirm on whether or not of who is exactly actually for a white ethno-state or whatever. I haven't seen that quote or whatever regarding Nick Fuentes. But
well, I'm not really sure about his position on ethno-state. I know he is a white nationalist.
But yeah, they're talking about, I mean, other people defending Nick Fuentes, go mentioning how Nick Fuentes' rhetoric and arguments as of recently are about how there are not enough white people, or soon not going to be enough white people, or whatever, to have a majority conservative thought, or even a plurality conservative thought in America, or whatever else have you. So they're not exactly advocating for ethnostatism, but they're bitching and moaning, complaining about white people and how they're dwindling, whatever. That's one of the rhetorics that is fueling the belief of white ethnostatism. I yield.
All right. Lonely Wolf, you have anything?
Yeah, that Nick Fuentes, he's got. Can I just say that he's got the most punchable? I don't advocate for violence, but he's got the most punchable face that I've ever seen. It's that shit-eating sort of
Yeah.
That smug.
Yeah, he just looks like some shit-eating cuckold that you just want to beat the hell out of. But I don't want I don't like the idea of hitting retards. So that's why I wouldn't hit him. But the thing is, he made me like Charlie Kirk, and normally I don't like the guy. I mean, he dunked on Kyle Kalinske. That was a great debate, but other than that, I don't like Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, the minute you make me like Charlie Kirk, that's when I think, okay, you really are a cunt if you're making me like this other cunt.
Really. I mean, I haven't been a big fan of Charlie Kirk, although I don't have any big reason to outright dislike him, although I do kind of think that he was kind of sucking Trump's dick a little bit too much in his debate with Kyle Kalinske. But that aside, I still think that he won against Kalinske. But yeah, as of recent news with him debating Kyle and him speaking up for LGBT rights and that they can allow them to adopt and whatnot, Mark Dice actually pointed out that soundbite of Charlie Kirk. He actually made me like Charlie Kirk. So recently, I'm starting to grow a little bit of respect for the guy.
All right, let's keep going.
As far as the other stuff, I was just calling you out for using those terms like a typical leftist. You think you call someone alt-right.
You think that Fuentes is not a white nationalist?
Well, he's a self-proclaimed one.
Okay, so then why are you arguing? So when I'm telling Mark Dice,
I never said he
was a white.
Well, I felt like in the Mark Dice situation, I felt like you were interjecting for no reason, and that you were feigning concern, really, just to call some other people white nationalists, just to have a little more focus against some conservatives. Okay, and I don't think. Okay, so I don't think you had Mark Dice's best interests in mind.
I don't know anything about Mark Dice. What I do have a concern is that I don't.
Because you were pretending to try to help him. You're like, I'm trying to help him.
Wait, why does he have to have Mark Dice's best interests at heart? Why is that a requirement for an honest discussion? Whatever.
The guy, I'm just calling him this, and I'm like, so what, dude? He's just
my concern is I don't like what's happening in the Nick Fuentes situation, where he's trying to label nationalism as a traditional conservative. That idea spreading, and I saw Mark Dice repeating this to him, taking joy with the fact that white nationalists are disrupting turning points USA and Junior.
Can you explain the background of the situation?
Okay, so I feel like we're getting so off track, so I don't even want to get on this.
But it's important. You obviously had some exchange with Brooks on Twitter.
So do you admit that you weren't trying to help Mark Dice?
I was trying to.
Because you don't even know who he is. You just said you didn't know who he is.
Brooks, if you're talking to someone, you're trying to persuade them. How do you do it? Do you say, I don't give a crap about who you are, and I don't care about who you are, but I want you to do this? Or you say, look, I'm trying to help you out. You shouldn't want to associate with this.
But you just look like a sleazy car salesman, saying, help me help you.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to
buy this car. You know what I mean?
I'm sorry.
You need to work on your how to win friends and influence people and read back.
Speak for yourself, dipshit. Yeah, you need to work on how to win friends. Oh my.
Yeah, Brooks, because everyone loves you.
Irony, you have met your match.
No self-awareness, none.
Yeah.
When literally everyone who challenges him on Twitter, Brooks responds by pelting them with little petty insults. You're dumb, bro. You're fat. You're stupid.
Have you even went to college, bro?
Have you went to college? S-Man
Okay,
gone?
okay. No,
yeah,
you.
S-Man left.
No, you. No,
Obi-Wan's
you.
back.
That's
All
going
right.
to be there.
So let's.
But what I'm
Okay,
getting at
that's
is you were
So
feigning
let's-
concern for Dice.
First of all,
while he
no.
was
I
trying
feel
to
like
dunk
no.
on Kurt.
It's
And I was just like, not happening.
I find it
What?
amusing that you're complaining that I'm feigning when I don't believe a word you said about white nationalism at all. And the reason I don't believe it is because I have this stream from 2 years ago, from last year, from January 2018, when you're speaking with white nationalists who are talking about.
So you think I'm a secret racist?
And wait, here's the problem. In the stream, you literally just said, I've never heard someone who wants 100% white ethno state. Then you just said, oh, but Nick Fuentes, I agree, he's a white nationalist. But then you just said, oh, I understand.
Well,
the Richard
actually,
message.
I
He
see
said
the
white
chat
nationalist.
corrected
Oh, wait,
that. I don't
was
actually-
talking
one at a time, guys.
Oh, yeah, I love it, showing the massive contradictions in the things he said.
There's a guy in the stream or in the chat for that stream that said, Adam, control your guests. And he finally gets to it. Adam does. As he was about to say, one at a time, guys.
Yeah.
You think people could sort their shit out by now, like with streaming and everything like that, and just getting people, one person speaks at a time. We use our inside voices, etc. Because this is the shit that you'd see if you just walked into a Discord server. You'd see people, spurking out like that.
I'm a
You know,
great
if
fan
I
of
was-
having an inside voice.
If I was the moderator, I would do just that. Lay down the hammer to make sure. Well, I guess hammer is a bit hyperbolic, but I would just make sure that people are not completely cutting people off as much as they are. And I might even go so far to ask a question to forward it.
He's literally talking about wanting 100% white ethno state. So how can I trust what you're saying?
Well, I still don't believe that 100% claim of yours is true. Like, I don't think you know what you're talking about.
He said
Because you've already,
he said he wants
like,
to outlaw
100%
interracial
is
marriages.
much different. Is much
Stop
different
interrupting.
from a possible mixed percentage. But the whole point is, I don't care about that shit. Like, I don't talk about, like, white ethno nothing. Like, you're the one bringing that shit up. And then
That's why I'm asking. Why did you go on the stream?
You tricked me into talking about it, and then now all of a sudden you're like saying, "Oh, now he's one of them." It's like, fuck you, dude. You're just making shit up.
Oh, you tricked me. I fell into a trap.
This is
Sorry, what was that, Lonely Wolf?
It's like, oh, you tricked me into talking about this. What the fuck?
He says that he does not care about the issue of ethnostatism, and yet he claims to supposedly be married to an Asian wife. You should care about the issue of ethnostatism, considering that your wife is one of the people that those ethnostatists would not want in the country, doofus.
Yeah, I don't know. A lot of alt-writers seem to have yellow fever. It's one of the most hypocritical things about alt-writers.
It might not be that relevant. I mean, yeah, as it is currently. S-Man said in the private chat that dinner arrived was the thing. Okay.
Whatever.
But yeah, I mean, it's not that relevant to me nowadays. I mean, I don't come across ethnostatist beliefs by the daily, but still, I wouldn't go so far to say that I don't care about it. I yield.
Why not? Why do you say I can and can't stream with certain people?
I'm not saying you can't.
Why is that
What?
a crime?
Whoa, where did I say you can't? I'm asking you why you did.
Yeah, when did he say he can't?
You say it like it was a crime committed. So I'm saying.
No, he
like,
didn't!
if I-
What the fuck?
I could say the same thing about you. Like, for example, I've seen some of your other streams. Why did you stream with Mahler?
Because I like his content. Was that tonight?
What?
Well, I'm just saying that he's a known leftist and he has.
So yeah, exactly. Showed him how to do it. When asked a clear, concise question, he just gives a concise answer. Okay. It's really that simple, Brooks.
Yeah, I mean, Mahler's a bit of a badass. Actually, I don't know why I'm
I
not
don't know who
subscribed to him
Mueller
right
is,
now.
but I'm saying that's a clear, concise answer. Brooks asked him a question, answered it.
He's a
PSA
movie reviewer. Mahler is.
Oh, is he? Okay. Well, I'll take your word for it. I haven't heard of him, but cool.
Some pretty shady people on the show.
Whoa. You said Mahler is this? Mahler's like totally anti-SJW. His co-host is Rags. What are you talking about?
Rags is leftist.
What?
What are you talking about? How is Rags and Mahler
They're
leftist?
liberals. They're liberals.
Okay, so you know that liberals and leftists aren't the same thing, right?
If you say so, I mean, you say alt-right and white nationalists are the same thing. Like, let's just put them all together.
Okay, well, you understand. Wait, I'm not
Here, I got another question.
You
So,
understand that you
Jay,
can be on the
are you
right
familiar
and not
with
be a non-white nationalist,
JXC?
right?
Are you familiar with JXC?
I don't know what that means.
It's a YouTuber who was also streamed with Mueller.
No, I don't know what that means.
So he also streamed with Mueller, and he had an interesting video about me that he privated because of embarrassment, where he said, I don't deserve the right to speak, and some of my views are so controversial, I should have a platform. He got a lot of bad feedback about that, and I just thought, since you associated with him and his friends, do you believe in freedom of speech?
Yes, are you in favor of the platforming? I don't know.
No, I'm not. As I said to you, I'm
Because
not.
you're also seem to be using these kind of
trying
like
to. Okay, Brooks, I can't respond to your question. You just interrupt.
Sorry, I don't.
As I said, I'm not in favor of the platforming. I'm not in favor of people getting canceled.
Okay. And then you also stream with Sargon of Akkad, is that correct? Okay, I'm checking my notes here, and I had my partner go and get some evidence from the scene. Apparently,
So he admits he needs to have somebody else think for him and pass him notes.
Wow. Is he a paid actor? Is NOBS a paid actor?
I don't know.
By the way, I do want to say very quickly that leftists can be anti-SJW. They can be like anti-intersectional feminism and
Well, of course, yeah. There's
anti-BLM
a
and all that
massive
shit.
world of difference between someone who say wants a single-payer healthcare system and somebody who thinks a white man enjoying tacos is cultural appropriation.
Miles
'cause
worth of
I'm one of those people because I'm like very firmly on the left, but at the same time, it's like I sort of see some of the excessism of some of those intersectional ideologies. I can see how retarded a lot of that sort of shit is.
But don't try to explain that kind of nuance and no bullshit. It'll break his brain into a million pieces.
A liberal and leftist, like that's because usually if you associate liberals, you'd probably think, okay, Hillary Clinton or something like that, and then leftists, you'd probably think, okay, Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, AOC.
Okay, I wanna address something in our chat for very quickly. Nick isn't alt-right though. Nick is a reactionary, says True Grave. Okay, I don't think I ever said that he's really alt-right. If anything, I said that he's alt-light in that he sympathizes with some of the talking points of the alt-right. But I don't know of any examples specifically of him actually supporting white ethnostatism or any of that stuff. So,
all right, let's keep going.
Sargon used to pretend to be
Tara
black.
McCarthy and Greg Summers entirely about white nationalism.
What?
What was the purpose of you going on a stream with Tara McCarthy and Greg Summers to talk exclusively about white nationalism?
It's not true, just like all your other characterizations
How is
aren't true.
well, explain to me what else you talked about. How is it not true?
I think there was a lot of discussions there, and I never agreed, I'm going on a white nationalist stream, and I never heard anyone say 100%
Okay, so what was the context in which
ethno
she invited
state.
you onto the stream?
This was a stream that was 18.
Yeah. So, I'll answer that question, but first, do you have anything to bring up that's within 2019?
I don't know. I have but I haven't
That shit again.
I don't care enough. My main concern is this stream. Okay, from 2018.
Why are you so concerned?
Okay,
Why are you so concerned?
I'm so concerned because
Let's just say, for the sake of argument, that anything one species or anything on the left is true. Obviously, Brooks is saying that isn't true, but let's just say, for the sake of argument, that it is. Like, it's been 18 months. Like, you should have been talking about his. So now he said he denounces white nationalism.
Okay,
I don't know why you want to. Like,
What Adam's doing right here is known as steel manning. He is steel manning Brooks.
Yeah, I mean, Brooks has like, okay, steel manning is the opposite of straw manning, right? I'm understanding that correct?
Right. Whereas a straw manning somebody is when you intentionally misrepresent their arguments to make them easier to push down. Steel man is intentionally misrepresenting somebody to make their arguments seem better than they actually are.
Oh,
Usually to
well,
be charitable to them, or in this case, just to kind of cover for them.
I mean, I don't think he's necessarily steel manning because we did hear earlier No BS say, at least supposedly, who knows of what his true intents are, but he at least verbalized that he disagrees with the idea of having a 100% white ethno state. But
Oh yeah, I mean, steel manning is probably one of my because I think we've all got our weaknesses. We've probably got one point we're bad at. Like steel manning is probably one of my bad points that I've got to be careful of when I talk.
Well, I try when I'm trying to when I try to push down somebody else's position, I try to be as charitable to their position as possible. I don't want to be accused of misrepresenting them. Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
Like this is what
He
cancer.
keeps going like you're like a dog with a bone.
Okay, so let me answer you. I just have 2 points. Okay. First of all, I don't have a problem, and other people don't have a problem with someone saying, "Oh, I used to believe things that were pretty racist, like Caleb Kane, and I've changed my mind." Right? There's no problem with saying that. Okay. Brooks has not said that. Okay, because that's the first point. The second point.
Well, let me put it like this. Let me put it like
Wait,
this.
hold on. The second point is, as I brought up in October of this year, you're still bringing up this. No one is really all right. These are labels that are made up, and you just said in the stream that you don't know anyone advocating for 100% ethno state. So that's why.
Yeah, I don't.
Wait, but so Adam, isn't it fair for me to bring this up if he keeps getting involved in this conversation?
But he seems to be getting involved in the alt-right doesn't exist part of the conversation.
Right,
That the
exactly.
alt-right is racist. So what is your argument that the alt-right?
The alt-right does exist, obviously, yes, and it still does. I just
Where
got
is
into
it?
an argument with 3 people yesterday, including Pragmatic Culture and Liberosity and some other guys who are trying to fucking gaslight me on what the word racism means. And they're trying to tell me that Nick Fuentes isn't a white nationalist. So who are these people if they're not alt-right?
Who's all right? Like where are they? Where are the names? Where are the numbers? Like,
Richard Spencer,
We're making the argument just to make the
J.F. Garrity, Jared Taylor.
Brooks is supporting like Nick Fuentes, and Brooks thinks he's supporting.
Never heard of him. Never seen him. I mean, I've heard the
Okay,
name.
so you don't
I'm not. I never supported him or went on his show.
Okay, so then,
I don't even watch.
What argument are
He's lying.
It's all some like they're playing so much semantics. They're saying, "Oh, he's not really alt right. He's more of an alt right. He's more of an alt right."
But I'm saying he's lying probably about not having heard it because that's something. Woz Lee showed the same thing. He will frequently lie and claim he's never heard of somebody who we know damn well he's heard of. Like right after he blocked me on Twitter the first time, apparently some subscriber of mine showed him my video and claimed, and Brooks apparently claimed to him he'd never heard of me. That's a lie. He used to follow me on Twitter before. All right, before of course I started calling him out on his bullshit.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
thought you was
all
referring.
that semantics saying, what they classify, just like it's easy to cut out that bullshit and say, look, this person is a retard. End of story. Case closed.
But what I'm saying, when him doing that, him falsely claiming he hasn't heard of somebody when he knows he has, it's his way of being passive aggressive. It's essentially saying, I haven't heard of you, as him saying, you're a nobody, you don't matter. That's what he's doing.
Yeah.
It's very obvious.
Mr. Bullshit
it's not
nothing but passive aggression.
Yes.
I mean, admittedly, I've done that. I do that a few times when I'm really pissed off with someone. I was like, who? Who's that dick? Oh yeah, him. Yeah.
But he did the same thing with Woz Lee. He Woz made a few videos on Twitter calling him out on his stupid, retarded things. And when Battening in a stream, was on Andy Worski's channel, kind of called him out on why you did this to Woz. He claimed I never heard of Woz, even though he knew damn well that he did, because he was so angry at Woz, he blocked him. So he does this all the time. And he's probably doing the same thing right now. He's lying.
Yeah.
No, you asked me why am I.
I don't even watch Tara McCarthy. I don't watch any of those other people that you talked about in that stream. I just
Let
go
me
on
answer the
streams.
question that was.
I go on all kinds of streams, all kinds of people. I went on a stream with this person. I went on a stream with some high school kids one
Bro,
time.
stop
Like, if people
filibustering.
invite
Adam
me,
asked me.
Oh, I can't believe he's referencing that time he went on stream with those high school kids, because those kids, oh, they made him look like an idiot that he couldn't define what socialism was.
Wow.
And then later he also lied and claimed that wasn't him. And then he contradicted that by claiming that he was just trolling them. He was only pretending to be retarded.
Mm-hmm. And him going on a live stream with high schoolers. How come am I getting the feeling that that's pretty creepy?
No, there's nothing wrong with talking to high schoolers. I mean, nothing wrong with that. That's man.
No, just I don't know. Just there's something about him specifically going on the stream.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go there, dude. He can talk. He can talk to younger fans of his without doing anything crazy.
I don't know. Maybe I'm over analyzing. Sorry.
Yeah. Don't go there, man. Because there's nothing wrong with talking to younger fans of yours. Okay.
All right.
As long as you don't try to get them into a moving van or something. Okay.
I yield.
All right.
Question, bro. I want to answer that.
I'm not filibustering. I'm trying to talk. You have me on the show. Can I talk?
Well, when Adam asked me a question, I want to answer it. And so to answer your question, you said, why are we talking about this? It's from 2018. It's 2 years ago. Okay, and I'm saying, if Brooks explains his position then, explains how it's different now, then that's fine. And I'll say, okay, fine. Or if he stops talking about it, and I'm bringing up these things about him defending the alt-right,
I'm not allowed to talk
that the
about
alt-right
politics anymore.
doesn't exist, that white nationalism doesn't exist,
What?
because to me, that shows that he hasn't changed. Because if he had changed,
Pause.
I understand that those things exist, and maybe I was too close.
Okay.
Did I seriously hear Brooks bring up the straw man of, so I'm not allowed to talk about politics anymore? What the fuck?
Yes, you heard that. Yeah, you heard that.
PSA Sitch never said that.
Yeah, Brooks has responded to a lot of things the PSA Stitch has never said, or that anyone has ever said, really.
I mean, I think it'd be best for the world if Brooks doesn't talk about politics anymore. But I'm not going to ask him to stop because I know that he won't listen or anything like that.
I mean, I won't ask him. I'd ask him to stop, but I won't.
I'd take
won't-
him more seriously if he did like eating videos, like food reviews or mukbang. Maybe I don't know.
I'm
That
sorry.
would be a
more
video of SJW moments in John Wick because he cared about his
my
wife
gosh.
dying like some kind of beta cuck.
What? What?
That was a joke. That was a joke. I don't think he said that. Well, he
Oh,
might.
okay.
No, I know, but I was making a joke.
I mean, the guy is
That's sad, is I could really see him saying that, even though I was just making that up.
that was a pretty good parody. Not gonna lie, loudmouth.
All right.
Them in the past, and I don't want to be associated with them anymore. So, Adam, do you understand how if you keep denying that they exist now, that's like a big red flag?
It's a perception thing, though. So when I can't read.
Well, that's fine. So that's why I know.
Perception. Oh, fuck. He'll do Adam will do anything to defend this guy. It's really sad. It really is. What he's
Okay.
like, he's like that midget from Beauty and the Beast who just follows around Gaston and just kisses his ass all the time.
At first I thought this was kind of like, I'm going to be honest, I thought this was an ambush stream of Adam and Sitch versus No BS. But now I'm actually watching the stream. It's Sitch versus BS with Adam kind of backing him up, sort of, and being a pseudo moderator.
Pretty much.
No, I agree with you.
I mean,
That's
I
why I
can't
said
read
we
Brooks's
should let
mind, okay? But it feels like a witch
watch. That's why.
Yeah, we can't read Brooks's mind. The only person who knows his intent is him. That's why people try to ask him questions to find out his intent and ask him why he did certain things and what does he do every time. He deflects. He strawmans. He pelts you with ad hominems.
He shits all over the conversation like a fucking pigeon.
Right.
You should watch the stream together, and the chat can decide on their own.
Then we are directly participating in cancel culture.
Okay, so I'm going to be 100% Chris. I'm going to be 100% clear with you. On this channel, I'm going to watch this stream at some point. Brooks can be here and defend himself and provide context, or it can just be me, and he cannot defend himself. So the choice is what he wants to do. I'm sticking to my guns because Brooks has not been honest in this conversation at all. Okay.
You think I'm lying?
I think you're being very deceptive. If you could
You're calling me a liar.
Yes.
You are a liar.
Define what the alt-right or white nationalism is. Define how your beliefs about them have changed from 2 years ago to now. That's all I'm at. That was the first question I asked you. That you haven't answered me.
Yeah, and you're stuck on it because you're an autistic retard.
So what is the answer?
Fuck off!
So what is the answer to that question?
Here's the answer. If you want to know what I believe now, you can ask. And I told you, I'm not racist and I'm conservative and I have no problems with other people.
Why did your views change?
Who's to say they changed? You just meant it.
Like that is
Who's to say they?
When did you stop?
You did by implying that it was a long time ago, therefore it's not valid. If your views haven't changed, then how long ago is irrelevant. Whatever, I'm repeating myself, mostly because he repeats himself.
By the way, I gotta ask, when is the timestamp of the line, so you're agreeing with my straw man?
I don't remember exactly. I gotta find it, though.
Oh.
Adam, he is on a white nationalist stream talking about how his channel acts as a stepping stone to further white nationalist content.
He's on a white
I have to ask
nationalist.
this question.
He's on a white
You
nationalist
understand?
stream.
But now this is how you know that Brooks has no argument, because he's mocking me saying white nationalist. He's calling me
You
names.
say it
He's not
weird.
actually
You say it
defending
like
himself.
you're.
He's
You
not
say it
defending
weird,
himself
dude. You
with
say it like
actual
you're scared
facts.
of them.
He's not
Why are
defending
you
himself
so
with saying
scared
what
of these
he
people?
thinks.
Why are you so
Oh.
scared?
You and I talk like it's.
Assuming too much, Brooks.
I would talk to white nationalists now just because of the crazy.
I would totally. Okay, Adam, let me ask you a question. If you're on a, if I don't, your wife is white, right, Adam? Okay. Well, this is important. Brooks is on a stream where the white nationalist guy is talking about making it interracial marriage illegal, and how if there's an interracial child, they should be kicked out of the country. And Brooks, who is married to a non-white person, is dead silent this entire time. He doesn't say, "Wow, that's really messed up, Greg. I'm in an interracial relationship. How dare you criticize me?" So I'm just wondering. I'm sitting here like, Brooks, how do you not defend your wife? How do you not defend your relationship in this situation?
You're criticizing Brooks' response, but like I don't even. This is 18 months ago. Who knows? Like.
Shut up, Adam!
That's why I said, how does your
What was
Holy!
that?
I said, shut up, Adam! Like, holy fuck! I wanted to actually hear what No BS had to say. Well, okay. I do and I don't at the same time. I want to hear him actually answer. Wait. I actually want to hear him address that bomb that PSA Sits just dropped on this stream. But at the same time, I probably don't want to hear what No BS actually has to say because he'll probably deflect again. But no, Adam just interrupts and says, but.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Karma Pimp. Yeah, this is going to say, yeah, this is a very repetitive edit. I agree. It kind of is. Because, again, Brooks keeps repeating the same dumb arguments, and I keep debunking. For now on, if he makes the same points, I'm just going to ignore them and just keep playing. Right.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me if some of those motherfuckers will shoot their own shadow because it's black.
Sorry, what was that?
I mean, there's some motherfuckers out there that are that deranged that they'd probably like look at their own shadow and they'd probably shoot the shadow because, oh my god, my shadow's black.
Oh, jeez.
Oh god, that's a god.
Well, I see why.
Then-
But I would, if I was married in an interracial relationship, of course I would defend. First of all, I wouldn't go on a white nationalist podcast and remain silent. I would challenge them on all their ideas. I wouldn't keep.
That's
Yeah.
why you don't find it on other shows. Maybe Brooks because you're a little.
What?
Oh my god.
What did he say there?
He
Did he
said
say
that's why you don't get invited on other shows. Yeah,
What?
because I would challenge somebody as opposed to just nodding along. That
I mean,
prevents me from getting invited on other shows.
doesn't that kind of provide evidence that the white nationalists that No BS is referring to are fucking cowards?
Yeah.
I mean, oh my. I would challenge these white nationalists. That's why you don't get invited. Yeah, you just. Wow, I'm sorry. There are no words for that bit of just self-defeat right there.
Yeah, you'd want just like an ass kisser. What's that Looney Tunes cartoon where that big bulldog and that little dog is like, all right, you're my best pal, bitch. Can you? He's like that. That's what they want.
Yeesh.
Bitch about everything.
Is that what happened?
I don't remember any of this, honestly. Like, I don't even know what Mitch is talking about, because he is like mischaracterizing everything in the worst way possible.
That's
And
why
it's
I
like,
said I wanted to watch it together, so I won't mischaracterize it. You can provide context, but you seem to be terrified of watching the stream.
I seem to be terrified as I casually make fun of you on your own show.
So join the
and
watch
I
together.
joke around and make
Join
and
Of
I
course,
get
you're
terrified.
diverting the conversation away. Join the watch together.
No, I just
Actually, could you pause again?
silly you look. Like, you're going to these old
Okay,
streams,
what was that?
and then you're like, why
You didn't pause it.
Sorry.
Well, I kind of wanted to expound on my earlier point about, this is why you don't get invited on other shows. Like, would No Bullshit, does that mean that No Bullshit is going to refrain from challenging anyone so that he could, like, more often arrive on their shows? That including, like, leftists, communists, and even vegans? Oh, but wait, no, he did challenge Vegan Gains.
Yeah, and Vegan Gains trounced his ass in that debate. I mean, saw like a part of it. His points were some of the stupidest shit. He brought up the movie Planet of the Apes. He said that if animals were in charge of society, they would do it to us because of bringing up Planet of the Apes.
But on that point,
he said, yes, that was a real point he tried to make. He's that fucking stupid.
No. I mean, but on the point that I was trying to bring up, though, I mean, if that's supposed to be a valid talking point, valid reasoning for why that you don't challenge people beliefs that you don't agree with, does that mean that you're no longer going to challenge veganism just so that you could again and again arrive on Vegan Gains channel? Or
yeah, I'm proud to like be disinvited from a stream for that reason. That would be that'd be a badge of honor to be disinvited for a stream because they're afraid you might challenge them.
And you don't like those people.
All right, let's keep going.
I think you fast forwarded the stream.
Oh, I think I did.
Yeah, you like done it. I think we were like at 40 minutes or something.
Brooks, were you in favor of incest in that?
I think you fast forwarded by about an hour or something.
Did I?
Well, it comes from.
Yeah, I think we were like at 40 minutes, 38 minutes or something like that.
That's probably why you don't watch my videos or anything, and you have no idea what I really think about.
And why did I defend you when one species called you a white nationalist?
I don't know, dude. I don't know why
Was
you
this
do
part
what
of
you
my
do.
plan from the beginning?
You're a secret racist. You're a secret racist.
What?
I guess. I mean, the whole point is you come into this hating me already, and then you have this little list. You have some notepad on your computer, and you're going down the line, and you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna get over this. This was racist. I got this link.
So are
This
you
was
okay?
racist."
So let me ask you a question. Are you okay with white people becoming the minority in the United States of America?
At this point, I don't care. I don't care. I don't really
You don't
care.
care, so you're fine with it. That's what you're saying.
I mean, I just don't care about this show or this interview or any of you guys. Like, I don't even.
The most basic, simple question about your own beliefs.
I just don't want to. I don't want to
stressful
answer
for you,
your
Brooks?
questions,
Brooks,
Sitch. I don't want to
is it
answer.
stressful for you when you can't even talk about what you believe publicly? I would imagine that because being anti-SJW, that's what I fight against. I want people to be able to talk about what they believe publicly.
I think I feel stressful in this situation because you're poorly running the show and you're being aggressive. Yeah, and you're being like you're being a little destiny
Are you
debater.
tone policing me? I'm I like his debating style when he dunks on communists. True. You don't like when Destiny dunks on communists?
Wow, you like it when he supports incest?
What the fuck does him supporting incest have anything to do with? Oh, God, why do I bother?
Oh man, but that was badly timed laughing right there. No BS. I mean, do you not like it when anyone, including like a left-leaning liberal like Destiny, dunks on communists? So it's confirmed, everybody. Apparently, No BS doesn't like it when communists get dunked on nowadays.
Guess so. Oh man.
If you want, okay.
You like it when he supports
You know what I
incest?
would love? If you don't want to watch the video, that's fine. How about on another stream, we watch your debate with Destiny, where you debated incest? I would love to.
Oh no,
I would love to watch that with you.
Oh, that would be awesome.
I mean, getting close to all agree on that. None of us like talking about race. Maybe we can all.
No, that's not. No. That is not even close to what I'm
Well,
agreeing.
Sitch is obsessed with it. Sitch is obsessed with race.
So obsessed with race.
That's all he thinks about.
No.
But you really think that Destiny's a good debater?
Let's go back.
First of all, Adam agrees, so I.
Compared to you, he absolutely is.
Let me get into this, okay? Because you say you want to watch that stream with Destiny, so you think
Your debate with Destiny about the incest was embarrassing for you.
If you say so. I mean, I had fun. I still get views and stuff from it all the time. People come to my channel, like you're still referencing it like 2 years later. It got me.
Well, to be honest, I just watched it. I just found Destiny's old stream.
So it's that memorable. It's still in.
No, like I literally just watched it. Like
He's now bragging about the fact that he made such an ass of himself that it's remembered years later.
Wow.
He's all right. People remember that debate so well because of how terribly he did. And he's bragging about that fact. He thinks it is a badge of honor that people remember how bad he made an ass of himself on a stream years later.
I haven't
Oh
seen
my
that
God.
specific live stream. Probably will never bother. But some from the chat I want to read. Ryan House says, can't really say Adam, meaning Adam Friended, I think, is a white nationalist, but he's clearly a white knight.
Oh, yeah, he's an absolute white knight. And he does this shit all the time. Honestly, I don't think the guy's honest. I really think he's just trying to suck up to people for views, and he's not really arguing for his own opinions.
Everyone is a better debater than No BS, says Ryan Howe. Exactly.
Pretty much, yeah. But I just found that hilarious that he thinks it's a badge of honor that people remember how badly he fucked up there. That's not something to be proud of, you stupid.
Really?
I can't take this. All right, let's keep going.
2 weeks ago. Okay, and it's still one of the top videos on Destiny's channel.
it's hilarious.
Yeah, all the rest of his shit's boring.
Wow.
The private is also amazing.
So here's the thing. You think that the pro-incest side won that debate?
Destiny wasn't arguing pro-incest side. That was the whole part of the debate that you didn't get. He never argued for pro-incest side.
What are you talking about?
Destiny never once advocated for incest in that entire debate.
Well, the debate was about whether incest was wrong.
No, the debate was Destiny wanted to see if you could distill and separate incest as an individual factor to decide why that would be morally wrong if you could strip out all the other elements like age and consent and all these other things, which you didn't want to engage in.
What are you talking about?
I just said, where
I'm kind of. That doesn't make any sense.
See what I mean, people?
It made perfect
See-
sense.
see-
It's just too stupid to understand.
See what I mean, people? Nuance will break No BS's head into a million pieces.
It really will.
Like I said, I didn't watch that debate. Maybe, but yeah.
Subtle, yeah, like subtle thought experiments are just beyond him. It's like trying to teach algebra to a dog. He can't understand. Ugh.
This is not like.
it's fine.
Adam,
You don't have to
do you-
relitigate. You
Adam,
don't have to
do you
relitigate a 2-year-old your old Destiny stream. That's fine if you don't want to do that.
I don't want to debate any of this shit. I just kind of like. I don't.
Adam, do you
I
think incest is wrong?
incest? Yes, incest is wrong. Don't. Hey, if
Okay, I mean, at
don't
least
have
we
sex
got
with
one
your-
person on this show.
What a brave
who thinks
position. Oh my god.
Don't have
Incest
sex-
is
yeah,
wrong. This
dude.
is a crazy conversation we're having.
I mean, you're the one
don't have
saying that
sex with
incest,
your relatives,
pro-incest
okay?
won the debate.
Hold on. Did you
Incest.
Brooks, were you?
Oh, no.
That was a dun 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 dun
What?
dun.
He
Dun, dun,
didn't
dun,
get
dun,
it.
dun, 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 dun. Mr. Strawman,
Yeah.
give me a break.
Yeah, total straw man. Total. He just doesn't get it.
Doesn't get anything.
He doesn't understand. It's sad, really. I kind of feel bad for this guy.
Yep.
In favor of incest in that debate or something? I don't know.
No, I was the one saying it was. I was the one saying it was wrong.
So
I was the one saying incest was wrong.
Because Destiny
Listen.
wasn't arguing
I don't want to
pro-incest
get into the
whatsoever.
actual. I don't. We're all talking over each other. So I'm just saying.
That's what you did this whole time.
I explained why it was wrong. But Destiny and Sitch apparently they think incest is okay, and I didn't prove it wrong.
It's
What?
criticizing me as mischaracterizing your positions when you keep throwing out things I never said. I don't believe incest is right, and yet you just said it so easily. Just threw it out.
Exactly.
You think it's wrong?
I do think incest is wrong.
Then I won the debate.
No, you didn't.
What the fuck? Just because that you agree with somebody's point doesn't mean that you think that they won. My gosh. Oh man.
Yeah.
Look,
Let's do a thought experiment, okay? Let's say you create a logical argument that because you like the smell of flowers, all right, and daisies are flowers, therefore Donald Trump is president of the United States. Okay? Even though you agree with the end conclusion, even if the end conclusion is 100% right, this is still a bad argument. He can't understand that. The point of making a good argument is for the conclusion to follow from the premises. So even if your conclusion is correct, your argument can still be wrong. He doesn't understand that.
Look, as far as what was said in the first presidential debate of the general election of 2016 between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, as far as what was said, I can agree with Trump more than with Clinton. Although I did not think that Trump was being legitimate with what he was saying at the time, but that's another subject. I can agree with what Trump said more than Clinton, but that doesn't mean that I think that Trump won the debate. I thought that Trump lost the first debate pretty badly.
He doesn't understand that. Like the nuances
Apparently
of how
not.
an argument is constructed and logical thinking, he doesn't get it.
Oh, God, I'm trying to think of another analogy. I thought that the Viet Cong was wrong in the Vietnam War. That must mean that you thought that they lost. Oh, man. I thought that the Viet Cong overall won the Vietnam War. Oh, that means that you think the Viet Cong were in the right that time. Apparently, that's what NOBS thinks in his mind.
Oh man. Oh man, I must have lost some IQ points at how stupid that statement was.
Really?
Oh, this is fun. Let's keep going.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the side I
Do you
was
understand
on.
that people can have a debate, even though one side can be right about the end result? That how they debate, okay, can make one person the loser.
I mean, I don't see any situation where you can prove incest isn't wrong. So I
Upset
mean,
that he didn't defend the non-incest position. That's what you're saying.
No. I'm saying, first of all, you should watch Stream Adam because it's hilarious. But Destiny never takes. I don't even know why we're talking about this. But Destiny never takes a pro-incest position. He's simply poking holes in every argument that NOBS is bringing forth, and Brooks isn't able to defend himself.
sure I am. Everyone thinks incest is wrong, dude.
That wasn't what the debate was.
That's what you say. I know what the
Well, I'm
debate was
sorry.
about. I was
That's
in
what
it.
Destiny said. It was his debate. I'm sorry. I guess.
No, I was in it.
Why is
I don't know.
Oh,
It's fucking creepy.
Wait, pause.
Because he hasn't seen it. People haven't seen it.
okay.
Just because that everybody might agree with you that incest is wrong doesn't mean that you're winning it, doofus. That's
He
a
doesn't
that's a purist appeal to popularity right there.
Well, just saying I'm right because I don't like you, or I'm right because you have a crooked nose, he can't comprehend why those are bad arguments. The nuance of a debate, it's beyond him. Ryan, yeah, you have a good one, man.
Destiny was not arguing in favor of incest. He wanted to see if you took out things like age of consent and things like power coercion, if you could just take incest as a single factor and distill it, what would be the moral argument against incest? That's what Destiny
So
wanted
you
to
think
argue.
if you take out those factors that incest is okay?
No, I don't.
You're not in favor of incest, Sid, right?
No, I just said no, I don't think that's true.
So I don't get how if we're all
Because
against
you weren't able
incest.
to make the argument. You never made the argument.
So
If you say so, if you say so.
Being a bad debater, is that what you're saying, Sid?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the stream was hilarious because Brooks did exactly what he did here, only worse. He resorted to that.
Brooks is
He's
dodging.
insulting Destiny. He wasn't actually engaging in the conversation. I mean, I don't even know why
Well,
we're talking.
that's why that debate was well liked and it was fun and people still watch it, and that's why this stream will still be fun and watch
Okay,
it
so
2 years from now.
Right, so let's stop talking about. Let's instead talk about this old DM you had with Rational Disconnect, where you talked about wondering why Jews keep getting kicked out of countries if they're not doing.
Oh my god!
I mean, let's talk about you. Let's not talk about this. Let me send you pictures, okay? Let me send you the tweets, the DM, so you can understand what you said.
So this is like more old shit, right?
So you've changed your position.
I don't even know what you think my position is, dude. You're always full of shit.
Okay, so
I'm giving a like to this very same stream, mostly because, you know, I'm giving a like to PSA Sitch's mirror of that stream. He deserves the support in that area.
He deserves the support, absolutely. Oh my god, though. Fuck.
Think you could take any more, loudmouth?
I don't know if I could take any more of this. The stupidity of this. That this idiot has so many followers. That my channel's been. I've gotten some weird attacks by fans of his. I'd like one guy accusing me of both helping communists and being a sex offender in my response to no bullshit. God damn.
Apparently, they take one right out of the no bullshit playbook. Just throw around a bunch of ad homs. I mean,
right?
Yeah,
his
like PSA
followers
Sitch,
are as dumb as he is, and there's apparently a lot of them.
like Sitch said right there. All you did was just throw around a whole bunch of insults. You did not address the actual issue at hand. And then no bullshit's response was just neener. Yet that stream got a whole bunch of likes and blah, blah, blah. And people are still talking about it to this day.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to get the reason why people like that stream is to laugh at him. To laugh how stupid he was.
Yeah, they're throwing the support at Destiny. I mean, it's on Destiny's channel, so they're giving more support to him. I mean, I'm sure that if No BS was to, in the same week of that debate, to mirror it onto his channel, that would get more disliked. It would have a more harsh like to dislike ratio than with Destiny's version of that debate.
I don't know about that because, like I said, a lot of his fans are really fucking stupid.
Right.
Oh, God damn. The dumbest comment I ever got was on my response to no bullshit. I was so blown away by how incoherent that comment was. I pinned it to the top of the video.
Yep. So yeah, apparently, Loudmouth, no bullshit is basically proving what you just said there earlier about insults and whatnot. About ad homs. Basically, he's proving my point that his fans just take a playbook or a page out of his playbook. Anyway, I yield.
Yeah, okay.
that Brooks isn't a debater, and that's what I've always said. I've never said I was a debater. I don't do debates. I don't even do very many live streams on my channel. I just do this for fun. And yeah, if I'm a bad debater, so be it. I don't give a shit. Debates are gay.
What the fuck? That really contributes to political discourse. That really, oh man, human civilization just got advanced by a few thousand years, folks, from what NOBS just said there. Humanity has just been revolutionized.
Oh my god!
Debates are gay.
I will never forget that one right there. Oh my god!
I'm not a debater. Debates are gay.
Oh, I'm really glad I didn't watch this stream before doing this video. I need to get those live reactions to all this shit.
Wow. I'm gonna.
Oh man.
I'm gonna have to take some clips from this stream and put it in my best of 2019 compilation. Apparently, that is gonna be an eternal inside reference and joke between the two of us, Loudmouth, whenever we go on live stream with each other.
Oh my god.
Wow. Although I will give credit, at least he admitted that he's not a debater, so therefore everybody should just discount no BS in any serious matter when it comes to politics. You hear me?
Oh my god. No, that wasn't fair to my stomach.
You want to cite no BS for comedy, quote unquote? Well, then fine, but don't use him as a citation for politics.
Oh man, my sides, man. I'm gonna explode. That's too fucking funny. Oh god.
Oh, everybody in the chat right now, tell us what you think of that right there. Anyway, shall we continue?
I don't know if I can continue anymore. I feel burnt out from that. Brandon says, I don't do debates because I can't argue the stupid shit I say. Yeah, yes. Exactly.
By the way, I find it kind of weird that the chat on the YouTube YouTube browser is not showing the same thing that the chat on the StreamYard browser here is.
That's
weird.
Sucks.
Weird.
Yeah, probably because YouTube screws with everything. Oh,
hey, I'm back.
You just missed the best moment, dude.
Oh, you are gone. I got a lonely wolf. I got to replay that part. Let me try to see it. You're gonna love this.
52. Yeah, that's good enough.
If you say so.
Being a bad debater is what you're saying, sir.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying this stream was hilarious because Brooks did exactly what he did here, only worse. He was insulting Destiny. He wasn't actually engaging in the conversation. I mean, I don't even know why we're talking.
That's why that debate was well liked and it was fun and people still watch it, and that's why this stream will still be fun and watch 2 years from now.
Right. So let's not talk about. Let's instead talk about this old DM you had with rational disconnect. You talked about wondering why Jews keep getting kicked out of countries if they're not doing.
Oh my god!
I mean, let's talk about you. Let's not talk about this. Let me send you pictures, okay? Let me send you the tweets and the DMs so you can understand.
Sounds like a relevant issue, Adam. You fucking white knight.
This is like old shit, right?
So you've changed your position.
I don't even know what you think my position is, dude. You're always full of shit.
Okay, so let me paste it in.
And there was a good comment in the chat. Brooks isn't a debater, and that's what I've always said. I've never said I was a debater. I don't do debates. I don't even do very many live streams on my channel. I just do this for fun. And yeah, if I'm a bad debater, so be it. I don't give a shit. Debates are gay.
Did you catch that, Lonely Wolf?
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe that. That just came out of a grown-ass man's mouth.
Karma's pimp said.
I started laughing for several minutes. I cannot even fucking believe it. Well, from him, I can believe it, but goddamn, wow, that was the dumbest. Maybe the dumbest thing I've ever heard said by a human.
Karma's pimp says should clip that as his intro for future videos. Yeah, really. Yeah, really. Anybody who's like wanting to seriously look for a video for like political information, like any serious character in politics will immediately click away from his video if he puts that as an intro. He should, just as a disclaimer. Hey, I'm a bad debater, you know. Duh. It was amazing, man.
Debates are good. God damn.
Wait. Karma's pimp says there's bad debaters, then there's no bullshit.
Yeah, he's a lot worse than a bad debater. I mean, everyone's had a bad debate, but he takes things to a whole nother level.
Yes.
Oh my god! Wow.
That was amazing. I needed that. My weekend.
This is making me yearn for the days of Humane Mind and Cult of Ham.
Yeah. Man.
Well, both of them.
Like, it's not that those. I mean, obviously. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you've got people like that who you think of Humane Mind, Cult of Ham. I mean, none of them are stupid. Like they've got their sort of level of intelligence, but it's just like emotionally when they can't they can't put a lid on it, and it just turns into more of a pantomime rather than a serious political discourse.
Right.
But at least they try.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're putting in some effort.
To them, they're not stupid people. They're intelligent in some areas but they just kind of go off the deep end sometimes. With Brooks, there's just nothing working in his head.
You know what? I want to call bullshit on no bullshit right there. I really do think that the whole time beforehand, before he said that, he's thinking himself as a serious character in debates and in politics and so forth.
Well, people
otherwise he would not have pulled the definition of socialism to try to answer the question of what is socialism, you know? And really, he's just, yeah.
Well, remember, in that stream, he was only pretending to be retarded. He's the ringer.
Exactly. That's what he's going to say afterwards when everybody like clips that part of this debate.
Put that clip at him, that's probably what he's going to say. Oh, I was just trolling, bro. I was just pretending to be a moron. Oh man. Oh, this. Should we continue on? What do you guys think?
I think I could go for just a little bit more, but I don't care either way.
I can hear it in your voice, Darkcon. Your tolerance is starting to be reached at the point where you're going to end up.
Yeah. I mean, I'm for going on a little bit just because that was one of the best laughs I've had in a long time.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do it.
All right.
Oh, and I thought Twitter was entertaining.
He was just bragging about how many views it got earlier. Now he's saying no one watches. Whatever.
Wow.
Why do I bother?
Self-contradictory.
Destiny is not only debated and supported incest multiple times, he's also a deadbeat father, and he's like solicited pictures from minors.
What did I ever say? I looked up to Destiny. Again, you keep misrepresenting.
You said he was a good debater.
That doesn't mean I look up to him. I don't look up to him. You say he's a good debater.
So you thought he was right when he called John Tron racist? Did you think that he was right on that one?
I have to see the John.
So you Voltron's possibly racist.
I'll have to see the stream. I don't remember.
Okay. I mean, I don't think he is.
I'm not going to throw out labels without really knowing what I'm talking about. So
Way to go, Sitch.
I just linked Adam.
And I say that unironically.
You're talking with rational disconnect, and for some reason you're making this point about how the Jews keep getting kicked out of country after country. Apparently this is because they deserve it or something.
I don't remember any of this stuff.
Okay, well I just DM'd it to you so you can look at it.
I mean, I don't know where these pictures are from or anything. I don't know what any of this is. That's not
Is
even my Twitter.
are you saying that these are fake pictures?
I don't know. I've never seen them. It's not my Twitter.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
Sorry, I missed that one. What do you say right there?
Well, basically a repeat of what he did on to me. All right. PSA sends him clips, some screen caps of dumb shit he said, and he's pretending they're not really his, pretending like they're fake. He's doing it again. He's lying.
Wow.
Fucking liar. Dude's a pathological liar.
Indeed he is.
A composition quote video of no BS quotes would be amazing. You know, I've actually considered making that, but I haven't done so. Well, for one, I'd have to add some commentary to it because just using clips of him without adding my own commentary might not be fair use. But that might result in me getting a copyright claim. But two, in order to get a good compilation of him, I'd have to watch his videos, and I just don't have it in me to do that because his videos are terrible.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't want to waste.
Yeah,
my
no,
life on them.
you'll drive yourself
Rather
crazy.
go-
Like that's what happened to a lot of those anti whatever the anti SJW type. I think they drove themselves insane because they the amount of shit they had to shovel through to find material for their videos, and then I think it fucked with their brains, and then you can see the result when they're all, you know, having their own like battles with each other, and they're all on, you know, kill streams and cunt streams and kumites and.
Yeah, apparently that's what happened to Andy Worski. He watched so much SJW shit that it gave himself brain rot to where he, had a massive downfall.
I think it was the MTV. It was the MTV decoded stuff that did him in. I think.
I don't know. I think the guy's always had some issues. They just got progressively worse. I don't know.
No. Well, okay. I personally was saying that mostly as a joke. I don't know if Lonely Wolf was meaning that as a joke or not.
I don't know, but
No, I'm kind of. I see some sort of. There's often psychology that's behind a lot of things that happen on. Because I'm always fascinated by the way people's minds work, and I could be wrong, but I just think that a lot of those people, they sort of they gave themselves a collective kind of there is a collective there's a collective neuroticism that happens. I mean, I've seen it with ContraPoints, the way they've gone after her. It's a collective kind of borderline personality disorder that's manifested itself in this group identity. Like the individuals themselves might not be, really horrible, but as a group, it's a collective kind of thing. And I saw something with that, anti-crowd. It was a collective neurosis that was festering over time because I think they were surrounding themselves with so much BS.
What's more is when he pulled that quote from someone in the audience that said that Brooks is not a debater, he probably thought that was like someone trying to support him. It probably was someone criticizing him, and he was just too dumb to know the difference.
Yeah.
Let's keep going just a little bit more.
It's a long conversation. That is super long.
Oh, it's long.
That's fine.
Where did you get these?
One species had them for some reason.
Yeah.
I'm assuming rational disconnect gave them to him.
So this is from October 2017, if that's true. So do you have just a long list of old shit you think I did that was racist?
This is all from one species. He made claims about you, and I said, if you can back up those claims, I'll look at it. So he went out and compiled all these things. I sent it
watched that stream as preparation for this, but you didn't watch any of my videos.
Well, I watched that stream, and then I went and found the source material of the stream where you were on with Karen McCarthy and Greg Somers, because I want to make sure that all the context was right.
I'm just saying, I mean, if you were, like, wouldn't you, like, kind of, like, look up your guest a little bit and see?
Why does that? That has nothing to do. That's not relevant to the conversation.
Well, it is. I mean, you're saying I'm racist.
I'm asking
But
you
I'm
to
not,
explain
but
what
I'm
your
not
position
doing
was
anything
then.
racist in the present, so you just look at these old
So are you
quotes.
saying that you did something?
You imagine using that response when you're like in a court for a crime. Imagine saying, "Yeah, maybe I did these things, maybe I didn't, but it was all in the past." Man.
Wow.
Can you,
I'm sorry. I was starting to feel some of my brain cells come back to me with the conciseness of PSA Stitch right there, but then no bullshit just made them all squeam away again.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I did these things, maybe I didn't, maybe I said shit, maybe I didn't, but it was like, it's all in the past, man. What about something you said 2 hours ago? Well, 2 hours ago, that was in the past, man. You can't hold me what it said 2 hours ago. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I'm glad I did this stream because I needed this laugh. I needed to cheer myself up.
Yep.
It's just
2017 about Jews being kicked out of the country that you don't believe.
I have no idea about what you just said, but I've certainly changed things I believe since 2017. I mean, yeah, of course.
So how have you changed in regard to? Have you changed your opinion on Jews since 2017?
I mean, I have nothing against Jews now. I don't think I ever did. But
Okay,
if you say I supposedly did, then okay, then maybe there's a change according to you. But in my eyes, I never didn't like Jews.
So why were you bringing up David Packard's Jewish identity? Is it negative?
And why were you denying the Holocaust if that's the case, Brooks?
Exactly.
Oh. Not,
Like trying to dwindle down the numbers, being a historical revisionist by trying to dwindle down the numbers by about 85 to 90% as far as deaths go.
yep.
I mean, you brought up that I was white. You brought up
I
racism.
didn't bring it up as a negative, did I?
I don't know. Do you think it's negative?
No.
What?
I consider myself white. Remember, we talked. This was like one of the first things you asked me.
Okay.
Yeah, but he probably forgot it. Keep in mind, PSA Stitch, that was in the past. That was like a few minutes ago.
Yeah, he's got the memory of a goldfish.
Yeah.
So, no, obviously, I don't think I'm negative for being white. No
So
one's
what's
anyone
wrong
else.
with pointing out someone's background?
Because what does that have to do with your thoughts?
It's funny they bring up Destiny DMs too.
Destiny's like the worst person ever. I don't get why he's obsessed.
What? Worse than vegan gains.
Like, the dude abandoned his child.
Okay, so what does being Jewish and gay have to do with your political beliefs about democratic debate question format?
Okay, let me think. I mean, it's pretty obvious that Jewish people and gay people tend to be liberal. That's like a fact.
So what does it have to do with democratic debate format?
I don't know, man. I mean, what does it have to do with farming corn in southern Illinois?
I don't know. Why would you? Exactly. That's my
I don't
point.
know.
Why would you bring it up? It's not-
I think they need to make a special adjustment for him. Just give him yes and no questions where he could say yes and he could say no.
Wait.
That might make it a little easier for him to express himself.
The opposite.
So, a lonely one for you talking? I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's just like some of these people, like someone like NOBS, like you've got to, I think you got to simplify it for them. Just give them answers where they can say yes and no, just simplify it down a little bit. Because I don't think he.
It's like
Okay.
talking to my dog. I've got to just say bark once or bark twice.
Could you say like
Oh my God.
could you say like pause the video or something whenever you want to speak?
Oh, okay. Sorry,
general?
Darkcon.
Yeah. So sorry, just in case there's some that I want to hear.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell if that was you or not.
Thing that was being discussed. I think it was like, Americans on average are more likely to be straight and Christian.
Dave
So
said,
I'm like,
much like the Democratic debates, 60-second answers, 30-second rebuttals, the format of the Mueller hearings with 5-minute rapid-fire questions that Mueller either came here or doesn't respond is really providing valuable information. What does that have to do with being here?
So do you think if you mention that someone's gay or Jewish, that's like really bad?
Well, if someone, okay, Brooks, if you have an opinion about something, hey, give me a political opinion now, Brooks.
I think you're a retard.
Okay, you're only saying that because
One to speak.
Yeah.
oh, so you think that's true? You agree with my complete straw man. You actually agree with it.
There's the golden quote right there.
Here's the golden quote. Yeah, the quote, the title of the stream. I mostly kept the stream going because I wanted to hear that quote.
Could you rewind by about 30 seconds just to get the full context, because I wasn't paying total attention.
Okay.
To about 159.
About something. Hey, give me a political opinion.
I think you're a retard.
Okay, you're only saying that because you're white.
Yeah. That's true.
Oh, so you think that's true? You agree with my complete straw man. You actually. What does your white identity have to do with thinking I'm a
You agree with my complete straw man.
You're only saying it because you're white. Wow.
You cannot straw man this guy. It's impossible.
Yeah, but apparently.
Damn.
No BS. Are you against gay marriage? So you're against gay marriage? Yeah. Oh, so you agree with my complete straw man. Well, okay. Congratulations.
Oh man, yeah, that was the clip I saw that Crown T shared on Twitter that made me want to do a response to this stream, because I started laughing pretty hard. Not as hard as the whole debates are gay thing. That one was too much. That was just something else. I cannot. You know what? Let's.
You think you're good?
I think so.
Remove from stream.
Yeah, because I'm getting tired. But
yeah, I think I'm ready to get on with my night too. But yeah, so we were actually able to get to the moment of which this stream is named after, y'all.
Oh man, that was a lot of fun. Has all your IQ survived that experience?
I might have to re-listen to this stream just while on the job, just to have some really good entertainment value.
Yeah, we gotta do some type of compilation with this stream, because there were a lot of golden moments.
Oh man, that would be too much work. I don't know if I could take that. I already have to do a response video to another long ass bit of retardation. If you know what I mean. Response video to Tim Horn, to his response video to me. But anyway.
Yeah, but Tim Horn's not as important. Brooks, for some reason, he has a bigger audience, thus it's kind of more important to expose what an imbecile he is.
Right.
Tim Horn doesn't really have an audience, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it doesn't not much of a loyal audience either. I mean, but anyway.
I mean,
I don't want to make him a prime subject of conversation.
No, but I mean, he's got two subs or 2 or 3 subs per video or something. So it's
views. You mean?
No, it's subscribers. You take in the number of videos he's put out versus the number of subscribers he has. It's it ain't really that big compared. Whereas with Brooks, somehow that moron is a following, and I don't understand why. It's really baffling.
Is it a guilty? Is it a guilty pleasure or something?
Yeah, I really, for humanity's sake, I just hope most of his subscribers just watch him like we were doing here to just laugh at what a moron he is. If people are watching him for that, fine, whatever. That's that. But if people take this guy seriously, that is really frightening.
Yeah.
A guy who says, a grown man in his 30s who answers things like, "I'm not a debater. Debates are gay." That's not a kid who said that. That was a grown man.
Yep.
What
I
the
mean,
fuck?
It was pretty much a childish thing that he said. I mean, might as well have been like a middle schooler or something.
I genuinely think he's about as intelligent as a typical 12-year-old.
Like you don't go to a fucking tennis match and say, "Oh, I don't really like tennis. I don't play tennis."
That's what he would say probably if he lost tennis. He's the kind of guy who would challenge somebody to a tennis game, and then after losing, would probably say, "Well, tennis is gay anyway."
Hmm.
Or some stupid response like that.
You know, apparently,
Yeah, a remix of Debates Are Gay. Yes, that would be awesome.
that would be awesome.
That would be fucking hilarious. We got to think of something. I'll think of something to do with that.
I'll probably like at least clip out the one part of where he's all like debates are gay, and then edit in your laughter of it, both of our reaction of it.
That would be fun. Yeah. That'd be great. Anything else going on in your guys' lives before we go?
So, sorry, what was the question?
Like anyone else have anything going on in their lives? Anything cool?
Well, aside from I'm just gonna say a wedding for a family member that I'm attending tomorrow.
That's cool.
Yeah, because I'm starting like, I don't know, because I'm kind of starting like a whole new fucking chapter because it was like, obviously I started off as like, I went to university, I went to college, I did maths and I became a teacher or whatever, but then I don't know, my anxiety was like getting the better of me, whatever. And so now I've started working in like financial, so like bookkeeping, accounting, that sort of thing. Like I work as a like I'm starting off at the very like junior type position, just as an assistant to the financial people who do like accounting type things, and so I get to sit there and do spreadsheets and type out letters and do all. I love it. I love it. It's like because I've always been a fast typer, so I've always loved doing. I've always imagined myself in that sort of job, and then I'm also doing like a study in like financial services. So I've got to like it's not like a college degree or whatever. It's like more of a vocational qualification thing to do with finance, accounting. So it's like a big like career change, but it's kind of the beginning.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's like
saw
I'm
that
obsessed with
sequel to The
trolling,
Shining,
and
Dr. Sleep.
Dave Rubin. I'm kind of trolling. I'm kind of obsessed with the meme. It's kind of, they call it Stakegate, I think, because it's like someone posted a picture of like a grotty piece of meat that was undercooked and Dave Rubin ate it or something, and that started a thing. So I'm doing a thing like the Dave Rubin's dinner's like my new hashtag. So if you see my tweets, please retweet them. We've got to make it a thing because I'm like putting like I'm finding the most disgusting meals and then hashtag Dave Rubin's dinner.
Mm-hmm.
That's the extent. That's how intellectual I am. But please spread it. Follow me on Twitter so you can like spread the hashtag.
Everyone follow Lonely Wolf.
Rubin's, Dave Rubin's dinner.
Yeah, I have nothing against dunking on Dave Rubin.
No,
Yeah.
Honestly, the guy's kind of cool sometimes.
I'm good, Neil
I
Stone.
heard about being accused of eating something that looked bad, and it's like I wouldn't dare eat that. And it's like, well,
Neil Stone's asking how you are, Darkcon.
Oh yeah, I just told him in the chat that I'm good. Pretty good. Yeah. Can't be much better. Just finishing off the year with a bang.
Yep. What else? I saw that sequel to The Shining, Doctor Sleep. It was actually really good.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I only go to a picture house like twice a year at most. So the first film that I ever watched for 2019 was actually The Joker. And then I'm probably going to go and see the Star Wars one out of like loyalty to the franchise. So that'll be my two films of 2019.
I don't know if I'm going to see Episode 9, mostly because the movie seems like a mess. And Midnight's Edge did a really good video on kind of on The Last Jedi and really his biggest mistake. The fact that Carrie Fisher died a year before the movie came out, but they did nothing to change their plans or address that, which is really stupid because in the next movie, their plans were that basically Leia was going to be the last Jedi. And she was going to have a huge role and he would spend all the time training Rey. That was their plans for the next movie. So once they found out that Carrie Fisher had passed, they should have modified the movie so that she dies and Luke lives. You would think that would just be common sense, but they had a year to work on that. If she had died like 2 weeks before the movie came out, that'd be one thing. But they had a year to prepare for this, and they did nothing. And I really think it's going to make the next movie a clusterfuck.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think Joker was like overdue as like one of those, because it's one of those films that kind of I actually made 2 videos about it just because it was one of those pieces where I thought, wow, this is actually a good movie. It's like because there's a lot of movies from the early 2000s that I loved when it kind of bends, the bending of reality where you're sort of looking at fantasy versus reality, and there's so many scenes in there that I remember seeing Requiem for a Dream. There were certain sections that I was thinking, wow, that kind of like, it takes me back to that era.
Chris Sanders asking if I could have anything for Christmas. What would I pick? I don't know, Margot Robbie. Joke, I know, but whatever.
A girlfriend.
What's that?
A girlfriend.
They're more trouble than they're worth, man.
No. I'm meaning for myself more than anything. So did not mean to apply that to anyone else.
Yeah, but I'm just saying they're more trouble, particularly around Christmas.
I would
wait till right after Valentine's Day.
An actual microphone, because I can't really do much with video editing or whatever. I just got to sit in front of my fucking computer and just talk, which is not exactly something that people want to see. It's like if I had, maybe a nice microphone, it's like I could probably, speak and it doesn't sound like your ears are getting raped, and then I can make nicer videos.
Yeah, my throat is actually killing me because I laughed too damn hard at that NOBS stupidity that I'm actually having throat problems right now.
Wow.
Because I think the only ones that I'm able to edit are probably my music when I do like piano covers or whatever, or keyboard covers, because it's sort of the I've got a card that's especially for that, so that's I can get the sound like with the right quality for that. But when it comes to like if I'm speaking or whatever, I don't really have anything that's going to make my voice sound smoother or whatever, or to have the background noise taken away. So I just have to do like the old-fashioned way and just sit in front of the camera and just talk.
Hey, I think I'm going to leave right here on the stream.
I'm going to end it right here. Thanks everyone for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And remember, everybody, debates are gay.
Yes. Thank you for joining us. Brooks, go fuck yourself and have a nice night, everyone else. All right. Peace out.